Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by 2B1B4U, Devon Harkenrider, DJ Rink, Dustin Japie, Gluthoric, Humoto Raven, IC Phantom 007, Joshua Miserve Jr., Kawera, Muko, Nibris, and Tampa John.
Until silence calls your name. Part 3. No greater fear, nothing, none, than wondering where next breath comes from. Still, others claim a calm will come, as body falls away from sun, and last light filters through bluish haze, then darkness ends the raging blaze, the cold caress of sea against one's face, as water makes for unsealed grave. No calm though, right? You've more to give, so push away, fight, live. Kick, drive, and see beyond abyss. Thank death for the light you glimpse. Burst free, take air, and breathe again, or for the first time if you comprehend. Number your days, count till end, and live them all in joy instead. Welcome back to the third part of our increasingly long battle of the gems. When we left the girls, they were in all sorts of trouble, going head-to-head with Queen Morrigan / Bellereth, the god of the Nether, who has just ended the days of Dutch and Darkon, which I thought was very sad, but everyone else was sort of...
It was awful.
There you go.
It was sad.
It really was very sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah. I mean, you do have a history of not really caring.
I know. I'm trying to be more
Did that hurt
in
you to
touch with
say?
my emotions.
Anyway, their souls have mysteriously vanished, avoiding the Solar Stone. They didn't get sucked towards the Solar Stone, which stores the souls, and that just about everybody here, good and bad, plan to use to create a god. Thine has already called out to Freya, asking for help. So we'll see where that leads.
So I'm just really focusing on the fact that you said they didn't go into the stone. That feels significant, and I feel like I missed that.
Ladies, we have no time for shout-outs this time around, or any delightful trinkets, or any of those sort of things we do. We need to get straight back. I know, we need to get straight back into it.
But I want presents.
Too bad. Are you ready to play?
Send it to our PO box.
I can see the presents, Cory. Let me have the presents.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
Just before we left the last episode, Unduloc's army was rising from the river that runs alongside this battlefield, and Bellereth was suddenly keen to grab the Solar Stone and get themselves out of there. There was one problem though. A bear called Kaa'Riin was making life difficult, and Freya's mother was doing her best to keep the Solar Stone safe from everyone by running to cover on board the wreck of the Golden Spear. Belleref is following her, but when we last left our game, Kaa'Riin, in her bear form, was trying to hold her back. She pushes away from everybody. There will be a strength check involved to see if she can get away from that bear, even though the bear wasn't trying to grapple her. I just don't want to make it look as easy as you just walk away from a bear trying to kill you. So we'll do a quick strength check on that, keeping in mind she has God strength.
Okay, my strength's +4 and I've got to roll?
As a bear.
As a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, 2 + 4.
You're kidding me.
No.
That's twice in a row that I've won by 1. Huh? Oh, sorry, I beat you by 2. I thought you got...
Boom!
Oh, finally.
You dumb idiot! You stupid!
Yeah, math the genius.
You know what? I am about to play back every single recording of you getting it wrong for 30 whatever episodes.
He's got them saved in a folder.
I do.
Actually,
I go to sleep with you making mistakes.
You don't know how good that felt. Now I know how you feel.
It's good, isn't it? It's empowering.
Smug. You feel smug.
Wow.
Smug face.
I am Einstein. And now I can just see all the numbers in my head forming.
And it still just falls in
And
twos.
numbers have colours now. 5s are purple.
Well, that's going a step too far. Because I don't know if you know this.
Wait, what are you about to reveal?
That didn't make me not colourblind. So, but getting back to me not being made fun of, she does break free and is running towards that ship, seeing the souls, the line of souls soaking towards the solar stone. As she is running, wings are forming from her back in huge... They don't look like they're breaking for anything. They're a spectral essence of wings, and you've seen those before as well on Bellereth when Bellereth formed back at the ball. At the
Shadow monster.
More or less, yeah. And she's now flying, so she's moving very quickly towards that ship. She will be there very soon.
So my brain processed you saying more or less as moral less. And
Also
like,
that.
Accurate.
Definitely moralist. No scruples at all.
Oh, shit me.
Scruples is a great word.
So I use it because I love it. I was like, I don't really need to say this sentence because I think you all know. But she also has no scruples.
I'm running out of room on my sketch page.
It's a fair bit happening.
Yeah, there is a fucking lot.
And wait until I throw in that Bellereth,
Oh, shit.
colourblind. I don't know if I've ever said that before.
There's a lot. Okay, so Darkon's gone. Loot, I need to track down Loot. Maybe that's what I can do next.
Loot has had a bit of time to consider what's been going on. He's still furious, so he'll get a quick attack in on Morrigan as well, on Queen Morrigan, of course.
Nice.
He hits.
Yes. Go, little fella.
He rolled a 19.
Good job.
Nice work. Little Loot, bringing home the big numbers.
He does spiritual weapon again.
Which feels like an oxymoron.
Yeah, it does.
Unfortunately, he rolls very low and only does 3 points of damage. But the anger and hate is still there, and every bit hurts. Kaa'Riin, that brings us back to you in full bear form.
Yeah.
And as you are in a bear, you notice you hear a rumbling in the distance. And finally, your U-bears have arrived.
Finally.
Here they are.
I feel like the hype's gone now.
I'm going to talk to them.
Hey.
Hey. What took you so long?
It's quite a long way
Traffic?
from the hills. There was some traffic, of course. I don't know. Do you have the app? You can check where we are.
These highways were slow.
But we're here now. Where do you want to go?
Oh, can you just start attacking some golems, please? Just start ripping shreds off everyone.
We're just transport. We're really just we're not fighters.
Could you try to be? The kind of earth depends on it. You're being conscripted right now.
All right. Well, they look
You're
at each
still
other
bears,
and fine, we owe her.
You kind of do. And now, there's going to be a planet if you don't, there's going to be a world if you don't start pulling your weight, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
Great, thank you. So just start.
Where?
Just golems, kill them.
Okay, they start clearing out golems around you.
Yep, keep
and
clearing
it
out.
does make it easy for you to move. You can go wherever you want
Thank you.
with their help.
And then me as a bear go, okay, now you can take me somewhere. I jump on them as a bear. And we call this one
So
bear on bear.
Didn't we do this before?
Yeah.
We very quickly.
It's huge in the gay porn world.
Ah, we have done this. Let's revisit it. Good to know, Kaa'Riin. This is a funny segment. I remember. Bareback.
Kaa'Riin, what would you like to do?
Right. Okay. I'm going to start running as a bear
Yeah,
after... Oh, bitch started flying, didn't she?
sure did.
I turned to an owlbear.
You don't know how.
But I did watch the D&D movie again the other day while I had a few drinks, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
It was better the second time.
I need to watch it.
You probably see more things in it this time.
Yeah, like the second time was... Anyway, back to this. I'm not an owlbear. That was a movie. Okay. I still feel like I need to get in... I mean, I know that like I've just ordered these Ubers to start destroying souls because I want... golems, so those souls keep going into the stone. I'm going to really want to protect that stone. I think that's really, really important. Bitchface already has the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And I don't want her getting that stone. And like everyone wants that stone. That's a hot commodity right now. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm just going to like run as a bear.
Yep.
To get to the ship.
What's your speed as a bear? That'll help me decide.
Oh, so fast. Hey, it's like easily 80 kilometers an hour.
I know they're quick.
Oh.
Speed is 40 feet. We actually double that if you're dashing.
And I am dashing.
It does mean you'll be able to get to the ship at about the same time that Queen Morrigan lands or flies there. I think you'll all be there at about the same time.
Great.
Morrigan.
Not Queen Morrigan, that's me.
That is you. What would you like to do?
Okay, so we're getting attacked from behind as well now. But the enemies that we were fighting from the front can't actually come through anymore.
That's true.
Sweet.
But you might get pushed into them.
But we no longer need to kind of be focusing our attention that way. We can kind of just turn around.
Sure.
I'm going to command my army to regroup. The enemy approaches from
the sea.
The sea, thank you. I was like, the rear, behind. None of this is going to work. The enemy approaches from the sea. And seeing the tentacles and remembering our previous experience with these creatures and their fire intolerance, kind of like lactose intolerance, but fire.
Sure.
I'm going to push through to try and get more towards the front so that I can throw some fire as well.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming means I have to move in this turn to get there.
Yep.
I'm also going to call out for anyone else that has fire just to get them to come forward too.
Such a good idea.
And be like, they're fire intolerant, fire wielders to the front.
Fire wielders.
I just love the idea. They're lactose intolerant. Fire milk, get them. Yes, there aren't many people who can support you. In fact, you are out front on your own.
That's all right. I've got an army behind me that are doing other things, so fine.
Yes, but you can launch whatever you want into them. They are already in range because they came in from the side.
All right, I'm just gonna start big and I'm gonna throw a fireball. You have to roll dexterity 16.
I have to roll dexterity for quite a few things. What's its range? What's the size?
Range area 150 feet, 20 feet.
It's the 20 feet that matters.
Yep. Okay.
So how much damage? Which at this stage is just determining again how many things have been killed in that 20 square feet.
8d6. I'm just trying to find 8d6.
Good Lord.
Go girl. Oh, I love that sound.
It is nice.
31.
Ooh.
31 bodies flying through the air, on fire, death, destruction, the whole thing. And then you watch as the ranks just walk straight through them and start to fill the gaps almost immediately. Of course, you've done damage, but, this is not a minor army. They still haven't got all the way out of the water yet. In fact, the water seems to be coming with them.
All right. Do I know that Kaa'Riin doesn't have control of the Clockwork Army?
You would not, no.
Okay. Kaa'Riin, can you send the Clockwork Army in here? We need help.
Oh, would love to. Can't. No longer in control.
Get that gauntlet. We need reinforcements.
I am trying. I am running to a ship right now. I've torn this bitch to shreds. She won't fucking die.
She's mid-air.
I'm going to go save Freya's mother because she's got the stone, because apparently everyone wants this fucking stone. Like, honey, I am trying my best. Like, I'm sorry if I'm coming off snappy. I'm just really stressed right now.
You got a lot to deal with.
Yeah. I'll get back to you. Like, I'm doing my best, okay, babe? But thanks to keeping me clued in.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
Long-time listener.
First time caller.
Yeah, well, I guess that's me.
That's it? Oh, it's a big fireball. That's pretty cool. The ships still keep hovering, but nothing happens. It's almost as though Belleref doesn't care about them much at the moment. Focus is not
drawn. Just
drawn.
want us to have them.
That's certainly probably helped. But the ships do nothing. They just hover there. This is when the army of Undulok comes forward, and they are marching towards each of you. Morrigan, that they will meet you in this turn. They will get to you in this turn and attack. So you are being attacked by one of these guys, and you would know that these guys, they look a little bit like the Triton magician you saw way back in our early episodes who was standing on top of a tower. and casting magic spells.
Yes.
So Tritons, tall, blue skin and all those and that sort of stuff, and tend to live in the water if they can choose to. And this is what they all are.
Okay. And they're attacking me?
One has reached you, and he stabs towards you with a trident, which is made of like coral and weeds and sea-based stuff. For God's sake, look, it's hard to make a tense battle when you don't roll above a 4. So that was another 2, and the guy attacking you hasn't been on land before.
His legs are like jelly.
Yeah, he's like, I've got land legs. This is awkward. Swings what looks like a trident towards you. Looks like it would hurt a lot if it jabbed 3 holes in you. Instead, it goes easily over your shoulder. He was expecting you to be a lot taller like other Tritons. Perhaps that's all they're trained with. I take that excuse without...
I don't think anyone's shorter than that.
He's like, damn it, we trained on tall people. Back to Freya.
Yay.
What do you got for us?
I'm going to use jump because I haven't used many spells. I'm going to use jump and then jump onto Bellereth as they fly away.
How far does jump let you jump?
It says you touch a creature. The creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell
You can
ends.
touch yourself.
I can touch myself.
When I think about you.
I touch myself. That's good.
That wasn't me.
Are we releasing an album? Best of.
So here's how jump works, right? Normally, you can jump into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier, which, as we all know, is -1. So that's a 2 if you had a 10-foot run up first. However, that is now tripled, right?
So I jumped 6 feet into the air.
Well, it depends on whether we triple the before or after. I'm going to triple the before, which would make it 9 -1.
Have I got any? Can I fly
So
or
you can
something
get 8
here?
feet into the air. I will let you grab onto her feet.
Oh.
If
I pass
If
an
you-
acrobatics check.
I wasn't going to make it acrobatics, I was going to make it... You were right. I was going to make it dex, but this would be a great moment for some acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Yes,
Yeah.
Freya.
Yep.
All right, we need some Olympic level stuff here, though.
Dare I say it?
Ladies, all together now. Mum,
Watch this.
Oh, potential disaster. All right, give us a shot.
Do I have to roll?
Yes.
I thought it was just a given. It's a 5 plus 10, so 15. And that's what I
Oh, I
needed.
forgot your numbers.
Yeah.
Plus, yes, you have latched on
Yeah, I've sunk my nails in.
and yelled out, Mum, watch this.
Mummy!
But yes, that slows her down a little bit. It slows Bellereth down in the air. Or
Is that all I've got?
Morrigan F down. Yes.
Okay,
That'll
so
do
I
it.
just got to hang on to
Unless,
my next turn.
I don't know how you're going to do whatever you're doing, but good luck with it. Freya's mum still is running. She runs...
My mum.
Yeah. She's running to hide under the deck of the ship now. So she's inside the ship
Yeah.
in the hull where everything began.
Oh, yes.
Lute keeps shooting at Bellereth even though you're hanging from. Doesn't care.
Let's hope he misses.
Well, he does this time. He wouldn't have hit you, but he didn't hit her either, unfortunately. But a spiritual weapon goes flying past, and unfortunately, that's the last time he can do that. That brings us around to Captain Aneko,
Yes, it does.
who's probably still in range for firing.
You know what? I'm probably just going to go support Kaa'Riin
In what way?
by running onto the ship and get shooting. So I'll support her by shooting at Bellereth.
All right, have a couple of shots
Yeah.
as before, and we'll see.
Oh, shit. Crotch dice. Where's it gone?
Well, this could be anything.
Oh, my God. I'm not moving it.
It's
I'm not moving
not.
it. I did not move that.
Damn.
I kept that. I did not move that. I kept that so still. That is a crit. Okay, and the other one's a 4.
The crotch crit has hit again.
Yes.
That is 10 plus your D10.
We'll be auctioning that off later in the week. on Patreon.
God. All right, so what did you roll? 10 plus...
2. But all this time I'm still running, right? Like I'm like running towards the ship and shooting because I really want to
Yes.
get there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just be clear that I'm running
You are
towards
now...
the ship.
An echo is now at the base of the ship. Alan is reloaded.
Oh, I'm Alan. That's why you're looking at me.
That's true.
Okay, I'll keep shooting at Bellereth. Can I aim?
Yeah, I know you're dangling from beneath
that's
Bellereth,
fine.
so, maybe you'll get hit.
That's all right. I'll just put a shield up if not.
Well, maybe.
Well, I will.
Look, if he rolls a 1, it's hitting you.
But I can put a shield up as a reaction.
Yeah, but it's hitting you. You'll have to react.
Who else can I shoot at?
Golems.
Nah, shoot Bellereth.
Okay, can I aim for the wrist that has the gauntlet and try to sever it?
He is 1 from 15.
Yeah, this could be the moment. He didn't have a goal in mind.
Today is the day.
If you crit,
He's joining the
which will
hand
mean
gang.
2 20s,
Yeah.
then yes, you shoot her in the hand. I'm not too concerned by this. So, yeah, if you roll
You're
2
not too
20s,
concerned.
go for it. You can tell me after where you wanted it to hit.
Getting better though, because that was a 15 as my lowest.
15 hits.
Yeah, so I do something.
Yes. His guns are powerful, though. That's a D10 damage. We'll add them up and do them at the end.
Oh, okay, you keep track of that.
Only because I think it'll still be 1.
12.
Negative.
That doesn't. Oh, it's just the 1 now. Another 12, which you told me is no good.
That's correct.
Hey, 2 17s.
Nice.
That's 2 of something.
That's 1 more hit.
Yeah. All right,
Last one.
last one.
Alan!
No. But I got 2 hits.
All right, roll me 2d10.
Oh, okay. 18.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice work.
With these shots, you can now tell that the body of Queen Morrigan, there's not much left of her. What you can mostly see now is the wisps and essence of Bellereth, especially from where you are, Freya. Hanging on to feet that no longer look like feet. The being at many eyes at this stage is terrified, completely shut down.
Oh.
When you think about it, he has not seen much of the outside world except through TV, what would be effectively the same as watching a lot of TV, and now suddenly being
it's
involved.
live.
This is not what he wanted.
Yeah, no, this isn't the good bit.
Had a reasonably sheltered life up until now. Back to Queen Morrigan / Bellereth, and they land
Failing meat puppet suit.
pretty much land heavily on the deck of this ship, and instantly push through the doors leading down into the hull, and that's all you see.
What's happening to the person hanging from her feet?
Smashed into the ship as well on the deck. You're fine though.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if you're doing the toddler thing where you're still holding onto her ankles and
Dragging through.
I will not let go.
All right, that is your choice. You can be dragged downstairs as well if you wish.
Yeah, fuck it.
Unreal. Freya has been dragged downstairs. I love
watch this. I think it's fitting.
It
I
makes
think
a lot of
Freya
sense.
would make this choice at this point.
yeah.
Kaa'Riin, we're back to you.
So did I stay with her when she went onto the ship?
She crashed onto the ship. So as long as you can climb on board the ship, yeah, we'll do that. So give me a strength check, or how would you like to get up there?
I'm going to climb up there.
Yeah.
I'm up there. I rolled a 15. Can I get on the ship?
Yes, the bear has no trouble climbing on board the ship as well.
You know, whenever I picture my bear climbing something,
Yeah.
it kind of like climbs quite easily to the top, but then it struggles a little bit with its little booty. So it has like wiggle its booty a little bit, and like kind of like my dog does when the back legs start going and he just can't grip the bed to get up, and it's like, oh, and then he kind of gets on and he tumbles.
So that's what everyone from the battlefield sees.
I was also picturing a butt wiggle.
Yeah, just like a little like, oh, this last part's a little difficult.
And your action?
So yeah, I'm just going to like go for that hand as I do. I'm actually going to try and chomp it off.
You're going to try and bite the wrist.
Yeah, I'm just going to like, because I...
Freya's hanging on by the ankles. You're going for the wrist.
Yeah, and I'm going to just try and...
Multi-attack?
Yeah, it would be a multi-attack. But then again, if I get the claws, how am I going to get the... We'll work it out. We'll work it out. All right, I'll just roll my 2.
What happened to your bear attack?
What do you mean?
How'd you roll?
Really amazingly, 15 and 18.
Why do you have a look on your face like you're lying to me?
Someone please come and check. Alana, come check.
Someone check Stacey's crotch.
Come look at my crotch.
Shoddy.
Good, because I can't get out.
That's horrible.
You just imagine.
I love it.
She's up. She's fine.
We have a 15 and 18.
Apparently that roll has been verified.
It's a bona fide roll.
I did look at the crotch and it is true.
It's magical, right?
Oh dear. Yes, you can roll me some damage.
1d8 plus 4 and 2d6 plus 4. Okay, so the first one is and that's a 7 plus 4, so 11. And the next one's 2d6, or as I like to call them, normal fucking dice.
Now, would you like me to verify these?
Is this just so you can get another look at the crotch? You're a worry.
Thank you, Indy. 6 plus 2 equals 8 plus the 4 equals 12. So that would be 23 points of damage.
Describe to me the last moments of, and I want to make this very clear, just Queen Morrigan.
Okay.
Hold up. Does that mean Bellareth will go into someone else's body?
Well, you know that Bellareth needs someone to say the words.
I'm looking at her and I feel sad because she looks just like Morrigan.
Kinda.
She did.
She did.
I'm not going to give her a dramatic death. I think I'm going to give her, a respectful death. In the best way that you can respect someone who you just shot in the face, tore to shreds.
Yeah, talk me through that.
I put my hands on the scraps and I go, shh, you're at peace now.
Pieces.
You're at peace. Okay, sorry, I go, shh, you're at pieces now.
Rest in pieces.
Rest in pieces. Oh, damn it. So much the respect. Now it's a joke. You're at pieces now.
The better part of you lives on.
The better part of you lives. You're a scrappy little bitch, aren't you?
Well, you're scraps.
Exactly.
Mostly,
you were
scrappy scraps bits. Morrigan, you feel this. And you feel
I
a
was
sense...
curious about this. Okay.
Yeah, you'll feel a sense of loss. There's a part of you that no longer exists in the way that it could be joined back to you, at least not on this plane. You have not been joined for quite some time, and yet for some reason you feel empty. Kaa'Riin, you now see nothing other than this spiritual creature you've seen before, this god that you've seen before, wings and darkness and shadow, and it doesn't seem like it's been damaged at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it is your turn still. If you've got anything else you'd like to try and do.
I'm going to have to pocket that gauntlet. I'm going to grab it at least.
You definitely wouldn't be able to do this now.
I can't grab it?
No, because you've done your attack.
Can I do a big roar then?
Just do a massive roar?
Yeah.
It feels like you should.
Yeah, just a big enter the roar here. Because I there's something so powerful to me about a bear roar.
Yeah.
Especially one in battle, like in Lord of the Rings, and the bear's like,
hell yeah.
So I'm going to just roar at it. And even though it's probably not going to be intimidated by me, I'm making a point.
It'll echo across the battlefield.
Oh, yes.
Those evil people that are coming up out of the water will be like, ooh, maybe we should go back.
Yes.
It is muffled a little bit by where you are. You're inside the ship. But everyone in this ship would definitely hear it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much just Freya's mum and Bellareth.
Great.
But they hear it. Morrigan, it is your turn.
I think because this is going to be quite a lengthy battle, I'm going to conserve my big spells and just see what I can do with... I'm going to try Firebolt and just see how I go. Like,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, I have to roll that though. Hold on. It's +8 to hit. So I roll a d20 +8. 18?
Hits.
Excellent. And then it's 2d10 damage. Which is 16.
So rather than like with a fireball, just a massive explosion, a firebolt's meant to be one little piece of a bolt. But in this sort of situation where you're fighting against minions, it kind of, instead of being just one firebolt just managing to go straight through 16, it's more you shooting very fast with a rapid fire series of bolts. But I would say, as we said before, if there's enough here, you'll kill 16 worth.
Okay.
And they are pretty tightly connected, so I'd say you'd get at least 8 with this one. Because it's like right in front of you. So you're dropping the line in front of you. They will not be able to attack you this wave. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I've already commanded my army to fight. They're doing their thing.
You can see down the line that there are different parts of the line that are, it's not just holding as one line, and it's very clear the Triton's just trying to go straight past them where they can, so they're trying to open up gaps in the line.
Oh, so are they even coming for us? It doesn't seem like it.
That's not what the god said.
The stone.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think in terms of like bigger plan here. Like that means then I need to get access to the Solar Stone in order to give that spell a go and see if we have enough to make a god. Because once we make a god, these other gods have nothing to fucking fight for.
Dawnus made it pretty clear that you would need the souls of Kaa'Riin's people as well, which means you'll have to go there.
Ooh. I just assumed they'd come to me. How do I get to the mountain? Where's the mountain? Days and days away, right?
No. Other side of the forest where these people came through.
Where the golems came through. Okay.
Where Thine is.
But I can't get to that side. Because I collapsed the tower. Fuck. Okay, so what I would like to do, here is my thinking. I need to figure out how to cross back onto the other side, which I was hoping to avoid, but I don't see... I'm not personally going to win against this army, but my army might be able to hold out. So I'm going to instruct my army to hold the line, our new line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start moving my way back so that I can like throw firebolts as I'm moving my way back to the tower line.
Yeah.
And telepathetically to the girls, I am saying, girls, we need to figure out a way to get me across this tower line. If we can somehow short circuit the towers briefly, like you remember the beach?
Yep.
With the guy and he got zapped and then it couldn't zap me?
Yep.
We need to overthrow it. So if you can get I've sent some soldiers over that way. If you can get them to start throwing golems into that line, I have a plan for when I get across, but we need to start doing that. So if you can just pass that along.
Oh, I have an army now.
Oh, yay.
Why not?
You didn't get the gauntlet.
She's still working on that.
Fucking listen to the smugness.
Bitch, I said what I said.
Oh, you know what? Screw that then. I'm like, what a tune. They're doing their own thing. I'm just going to get a squadron of people to start throwing golems into the wall tower line.
Okay.
See you, Fred. Bye, Terry. Terry. I love it, Terry.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
It's like a mosquito zapper.
It is. It really kind of is. The ships remain above it. Still no command from Bellereth. And Angelok's forces keep marching towards you. As I said, not really rolling for what happens to them at this stage, but I can tell you they are pushing your line back. And some of them are trying to break through. And it won't be too long until they do. They'll be on the other side of those towers. And they, as I said, they've only got one thing on their mind.
Typical.
Is the water still rising?
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck.
Freya, you are still hanging on to the legs of Bellereth, who you remember well.
Yeah, I'm going to let go now.
And what would you like to do?
All right. Well, have we just telepathetically spoken to you, Morrigan?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she was like, don't worry about it though.
Yeah, I'm sending other people.
But you want to try and get out of here, is that right?
I'm trying to get to your side.
Should I like collect
the crew?
Yeah, I get everyone to get on the Uber, prepare to get on the Ubers.
We definitely need to get your mum out of there and loot.
Yeah. Mum, loot, the being of many eyes, Alan, Kaa'Riin, myself, Neko.
Girl, you are killing it at remembering who's with us.
That's a lot of people.
Oh my God, I think I did really well.
You did so well.
I'm still everyone?
Yeah, but they're not all close together or anything, so you won't be able to just call out everyone's names.
Yeah, I'm going to holla. Holla!
Well, you were inside the ship, so only Kaa'Riin, your mum, and Bellereth will hear that.
Oh, yeah, Bellereth.
Bellereth's there to steal the Solar Stone from your mum.
Is he going to go into my mum? That sounds...
I don't know. Is he?
Is he?
Battle talk.
Queen Morrigan clearly allowed that to happen, just like you did.
Ah.
Yeah.
So maybe she was sick.
I think she had nothing left. Only chance for power.
Oh, true. Oh, that's sad, isn't it?
No.
I mean, no, who
You
cares?
guys have felt sad for the bad guys so many times now.
I know, because you go through so much together, and when it comes to an end, you're like, oh.
You're like, are we the bad guys?
No, I've never thought that.
No, we're not, Cory.
I've questioned it.
I think because we're the good guys, we feel bad.
I see.
Yes. Yeah.
Bad guys don't feel bad.
No.
What would you like to do, though? So you're just calling upon everybody. We're getting out of here.
I'm starting to get everyone together, collect them to get them to the top of the ship so the Ubers can come and swiftly sweep them out of there. And then we go on to...
They may not hear you very well. You are in the hull, but I mean,
I'll do a quick dash around.
Well, you want to leave the room you're in, or where your mum is with Bellereth and Kaa'Riin?
Yeah, also that. So I don't know what to do about the Bellereth thing, because is he just like a floating orb at this point?
No, a massive creature. Like it's wings, and it's like a dark, shadowy creature with wings.
Should I talk to him?
What would you say to Bellereth?
Bellereth.
You creep.
Turns around and says, I remember you.
Yeah, of course you do. No. See, I'm just going to shake.
Spit it out. And he turns to your mother. Is she always like this?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe you two will like each other then.
You must be so proud.
We're going to leave.
We're just going to go.
We're just going to go now. I'm just going to let ourselves out.
You mind just not following us?
Why are you so obsessed with us?
Yeah.
Bellereth doesn't care about you. Never did. I'm here for one thing.
The fucking stone.
The stone. Yeah, but you can't get it because you're not in like a human form, can you? You have to go into someone first.
So just take it.
He's
just
like,
get the fuckers.
If it was my turn, it would be taken. Let me assure you.
Oh, okay. Mum, run. Go get an Uber. Bellereth has to wait for his go.
Run while he's waiting for his turn.
Oh my God, this is so awkward, he says. I can't even slow down.
Battle is so funny.
Now, as you know,
Wait.
these things do happen simultaneously, so yes, he is about to reach down and grab that stone.
Yeah, well, I'm telling Mum to run as fast as she can, and I'm going to unleash hellish rebuke on him.
You can't.
What? Why not?
You can't. It's a reaction.
Okay, well then
It's when someone hits you, you
Well,
bring
she's
hell
reacting
back.
to his bullshit.
He has to hit you first.
Okay, I'm going to use my Sword of Deception, and I'm going to pair it with the Booming Blade to have a go at him. 18.
You will hit.
8 to 5. 15. No, it's all right. Another 8 there would have been nice.
Every bit. Chips away.
I'll again stand between him and my mum in case I need to put a shield up.
Okay.
So if he goes to grab it, I will be right in front of her and I can shield.
Cool. Freya, your mum is next. And she stands up behind you and she whispers in your ear, "You have done very well, you know."
Oh, finally some recognition for you.
Thank you, Mum.
She's like, "Shut up, Kaa'Riin." But there's only one way to keep you alive.
No, don't give him the stone.
I have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No. Don't do that because no.
If I don't, you die.
That's fine. I'll be fine.
That's not how death...
I've got saving throws.
No, death doesn't work
I've got Mum,
like that.
death saving throws are a thing.
She's like, please stop metagaming so poorly. She says, "I would give anything to keep you." And she takes the gem out and she steps around you and hands it to him.
No.
And you can still see souls weeping in from the sides of the ship down into the hole, entering it in large numbers.
Can I do something?
What would you like to do?
Grab it and run?
Well, you just had your turn.
Yeah, I know. I want to go again.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. And that means thousands of can't-miss deals just in time for summer.
The denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Plus, buy it online and pick it up in-store the same day for free. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Oh, such a clutch pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom, too. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
The GOAT!
Save up to 50% with minimum purchase at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions may apply.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you have one chance to sleight of hand it.
Yep.
Just because I know you would love to.
I do love to do that. 15.
Yeah, you swipe it from her hand before it goes into Belleref's hand.
Thank God. Oh my God. Now run.
Now I'm going to run.
It's Belleref's turn next.
No!
Technically, it's Uneko and all those, Alana and Bing, but they're outside the ship and they're doing what they can to hold off all the other people. But it is his turn next. Or her turn, their turn. Belleref represents everyone.
I yell out, "Come and get it."
Oh.
Because he's either going to hurt you guys, who's left. He's going to threaten you. Or follow me.
Why don't you give it to me and I'll swallow it? I've done that before.
Yeah. We just all sit there for 3 days.
Waiting for it to pass. Not this again.
He will turn around, won't he? And just try and threaten one of them. Unless he goes after me.
He's just going to try and grab it out of your hands.
Yeah, well, I'm fucking quick, so...
She is quick.
Well,
Do some flips.
It's a strength check.
I'm going to use acrobatics, thank you, to jump around the
We'll
ship.
say it's strength versus dexterity. I'll give you that. You are trying to beat a 17. Sorry, an 18 plus 4. I'd added 3.
So,
With your dexterity.
come on.
What is it?
15 plus 4.
Oh, no.
God. Yes. I thought you'd rolled like a 1 or 2 or something. Or you're just doing the math in your head.
Thank God. Mwah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was a big win. Because if he got that, it would have just been, I'm flying out of here.
Yeah.
He misses because you dive out of the road or something along those lines. Kaa'Riin, we are back to you, right next to them.
I'm going. I'm out. I'm running into the little bear and I'm going to go collect my people too and we need to go.
Can you take mine with you?
I'm going to grab the gauntlet. That's an action though, isn't it?
It would be a strength check.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because he's still wearing it.
So it would be an action.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I probably don't need the gauntlet at this point. We're running away from the battle. But I also don't want to leave it for someone to have control over in future. No, I'm getting the gauntlet.
Okay.
All right, so that's a 17. Plus my strength as a bear, which is plus 4.
Plus 17 plus 4?
Yep.
Oh, he rolled an 18.
Plus 4. It's a 22.
Oh.
This is so tight today. It's crazy.
This is tight.
Okay, but what if I said to you I actually got a 19? And I just misread it because 7 and 9 look really close.
Yeah, no. He doesn't
All right, I
let
don't get
go.
It. Yeah, cool.
the
Okay,
gauntlet.
then. So that was an action.
Yeah.
My movement's going to be just to throw Freya's mum on my back as a bear. That's all I can do. Well, I'm going to start running. That's
As soon as you can, yeah.
As soon as I can.
Morrigan, we're turning across to you now on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, how have my armies gone with my little section of my army going with throwing golems?
This is such a horrible thing to picture, but yes, your people have crossed over and are now throwing golems into this zappy mosquito fence that is the wall that separates people. And you can hear zapping, and occasionally one comes through, and zapping, and then another one comes through. Up to you.
I time it and I go.
You time it. What are you looking for then?
Well, I'm looking for the flicker, like it goes.
I'll give you that. All right.
That's what happened last time.
Cool. You can time it. You can walk through. You won't need to roll. If you hadn't done that, I was going to make you roll. To see if you made it. I know, you're in trouble there, and I just didn't know if you'd get through
New
it.
I took my second dose. Yeah.
You can walk through.
Okay. And then I'm running. Sorry. Can I look? Can you describe what I can see?
Yeah, you've got the bodies everywhere now. The ship's right in front of you. You can't see into the hole. I assume
they're not out?
No, they're not all out. But you can see Aneko. You can see the Being of Many Eyes. You can see Alan.
All right, telepathically, who has the solar stone?
I've got the solar stone and I'm running as fast as I can.
Where are you?
I'm currently in the boat.
All right, I'm going to run towards the ship because I'm trying to get Freya and the stone out of there. We need to make it to the mountains.
Yep. Well, maybe we should, I don't want to say it, but separate and we meet there in the mountains.
We might have to.
And we all get I'll try and get loot.
And I assume you guys are all telepathing, right?
Yep.
Oh, can I say loot actually?
Yep.
Okay, all right. We need to get to the mountain. Freya, make sure you keep that stone. I'm going to grab loot and we're going to jump on an Uber and skedaddle.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. And the Ubers definitely help. Like
Love it.
That's what they were here for.
And I'm just going to use firebolts to clear the way as we're kind of running.
You're right. Okay, we don't need to roll for those at this stage because the Ubers did a pretty good job at clearing things out, but you are heading through the forest.
Yeah.
That's what you'll be doing in a second when you clear the last of these people. You do notice the ships are not moving still behind you as you charge away. The battle behind you, it honestly looks now like the troops you've left behind are not going to survive this. Undulok's troops are coming forward in such numbers and just pushing their way through. But you also notice that they're very much, well, even though this is behind you, their target appears to be wherever the souls go. So still following the souls to the solar stone.
Yep.
That does bring us back around to Freya.
Mm-hmm. I'm dashing as fast as I can, going,
No real need for that part, says Bellereth.
Ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the free people.
Where are you going?
She's greased up. She's laughing.
I'm going to go out of the ship so I can actually yell, so I can try and get him away from Kaa'Riin and my mother, so they've got a clear escape. Get out to the outside of the ship, yell to Eneko, get on an Uber and get to the mountains.
Yep.
Same with Alan and...
I've got loot.
You've got loot. Alan and the Being of Many Eyes.
Yep.
And I'm going to run to an Uber as fast as I can and get on it and go.
You can jump off the top of that ship and there's an Uber pleasantly waiting below.
Hello, how's your night been? Been busy?
Isn't it funny how you only have the same questions for them, isn't it? Been busy, and they're like, I fucking answered this 37 times tonight. And like, yeah, well, that's all I got. The Uber swoops you up and they start moving away, and you are going very quickly. Your mum is on the back of Kaa'Riin. It is her turn next. It's a weird one because she's on top of you, waiting for you to move. So there's not much she can do at this stage, but she blesses you.
Oh, nice.
Because she does have the ability to bless, which means if you have any saving throws or anything like that, you can add, or attacks, you'll be able to add that D4 again. She's been doing that a few times as we played. I'll let her swap around her move, so if you want to take the move and start running.
I'm running.
That makes sense to me, and I can tell you this right now, Bellereth is hot on your tail.
Okay.
Hot on their tail?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Why didn't he come after me?
Well, he probably will when he gets out of the hull. So he's just bursting out behind them onto the ship.
Okay. Yeah.
So just coming out really quickly. Swings us would have swung us back around to Kaa'Riin's turn anyway. So Kaa'Riin, you're joining the other Ubers. Okay. Morrigan's doing the same. I'm just trying to look at my list of people. Everyone's running for the hills.
Yep.
Mountain.
Mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, man, there's so much humble pie in my meal today. Delicious, but where are you headed?
To the mountain.
East. We're looking at it.
We can see it.
It's a lot of mountains. You have been there before you came down, but that wasn't an avalanche.
The one that's got the sign saying, "Come here, I'm a mountain."
So we're majestically galloping.
Of course you are.
On the Ubers towards
you
the
are still
mountains.
a bear as well.
Yeah. I'm one of the bears galloping majestically.
You didn't ride a bear? It's always an option.
Bear on bear?
We've talked about
We've
this many
spoken
times.
about bear on bear, but is that the path we're going down? No, I'm probably not going to be a bear on bear. That's kind of not pulling my weight. It's kind of fucked up.
That's precisely what it's not doing, actually.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to my gorgeous self, so that on the bear, we're gallivanting majestically, and obviously our hair's flowing back. Like we look sick right now. Like we look absolutely wicked.
Explosions in the background.
Oh my gosh, there's like a cart falls over, it just fucking explodes into flames.
Yes, one of the Ubers goes through. You know how in a car chase they have to go through a fruit market for no reason at all. It's just a guy. It's a guy selling fruit, and the bear just.
I feel so sorry for them.
Yeah, that's so messed up.
Hours worth of picking things up after that.
What happened to them?
Did
they get reimbursed?
I so want there to be a story insert now. Just that little noise that I do and go, somewhere there was a man picking up fruit.
Because he's a small business owner and time is money. Yeah, and now so not only is his time gone and his selling capacity gone, but his produce is written off. And I don't think they've got the tax systems we have. I don't think he can write that off as damage.
No, that's probably true. And also, he's probably sitting there going, whole tray of mangoes, they're difficult to sell. $10 tray.
Oh,
they're bruised.
Oh, that makes me sad. Anyway, so
But it looked awesome.
But it looked really good.
Yep.
And then, I just turned to the girls. I'm like, this is really nice and all. I think we look awesome.
I'm so glad you had time for this part.
Sometimes I just feel so cool in the things that we do, Anyway, so the plan is we're making someone a god. And, I'm down. You girls know I'm down to become a god. But I would miss you very much.
It wouldn't be ideal.
It's not ideal. And Freya, how attached are you to your mum really? Really how attached?
She is in earshot, so be careful with your answer.
Well, she's actually been kind of mean to you. And
Under a lot of pressure.
What's the go with that?
She's really nice to me, but mean to you, and I don't know if you've noticed that.
I love that we're doing this while we're running, by the way.
We're not running. We're just on the back of the things running. We're gallivanting.
Yeah, no, I'm imagining sitting
majestically.
because I can't imagine riding a bear. So I'm imagining trying to ride a horse and holding a conversation.
Well, it's not the same.
Okay, cool.
It's clearly different.
These are specialists because they're bears.
Okay.
So they're actually
Smooth
specialists.
ride.
They're a smooth ride. They have kind
Guaranteed.
of worked out their body movement and muscles to kind of emulate really good suspension. So it's actually all smooth for us.
You probably did the thing where you can tick whether you want to have a conversation or not.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
Riding first class. No turbulence.
I don't think we can make the decision on who we make a god as to who we want to get rid of. Like, I think we need to put someone, like, this is a position of power. We need to put someone in that position that is actually a good person.
All right, so someone who's good, someone who's kind, someone who has helped others,
someone who's worthy the sacrifice of all of their souls.
You guys agreed verbally
Yeah.
that you were going to raise Dornis's mum, the mountain god.
Yes.
Yeah, and he agreed verbally that we were sacrificing his soul, and I'm pretty confident now that this does not have...
Into his, mother god.
I don't think he's held up his end of the deal. I don't think he's in this rock.
I don't think he's in that rock either.
I don't feel bad about this.
I don't feel bad
I also
either.
don't feel bad.
Prove it.
Prove that is, prove that isn't. It's Schrodinger's soul at one point, at this point. I don't know.
All right. Look, okay.
All I know, though...
This discussion, though, is occurring as you are escaping.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Well, how
I'm just
far are the
letting you know what's
mountains?
happening. You're going into the forest first. The mountains are behind that. You can see the tips of them. Bellereth is chasing you, a big, shadowy demon god.
Yeah, so we're running.
Yeah, so through that forest. So this conversation is happening while it is
Well, what else are we going to do?
swooping through
Just look ahead.
trees and everything like. Well, I just think you should, probably look out for yourselves because you're going to have to dodge because it's coming to get you.
Okay.
All right, howling through trees. Some of those trees are coming down as you run.
But the Ubers have that under control.
Well, kinda.
They're specialists.
It's part of the
They're not
service.
specialist like stunt drivers. Who's had that Uber? Can you get that? Can you tick that box?
Have you seen? Yeah, we got the classy one. We paid extra.
There's a movie about it. Stuba? Is it Stuba? Where like
This
it's
sounds like a real D grade movie. I've got to
It
tell you.
is.
You may have lost us.
Like as soon as you combined, it's like Sharknado, right? Like as soon as you combine two words, we know this is a bad movie.
It's so bad, it's good though.
You are being chased
Yeah, I know.
by, a demon god.
What do you want us to do? Has it done anything to it? Yeah, it's just chasing us.
All right, it's going to do stuff. All right, so
Well, make it do something.
I'm just letting you know.
No, I don't know what we can do. Like
Except run for our goddamn lives and strategize.
Oh, we can zigzag.
That's probably a good idea. You will have advantage, but everyone else who didn't say zigzag will not.
Zigzag, give us a chance to
Too
say
late.
zigzag.
Okay, so Freya and
My bear
Kaa'Riin.
just follows the other bear zigzag. I don't actually have to tell it to zigzag.
Yeah, we're all in one line.
Freya and
comes with the
Kaa'Riin
service.
roll 1d20 and Morrigan, you may roll 2.
Not a good start.
Are you literally not letting them have...
No, it's too late.
Okay, fine, but
You have to beat a 12.
Well, what's our modifier? Is it?
There isn't one. This is just
13
pure
then.
luck.
Look at that. It's a 1 and a 5. Motherfucker.
Wait a minute, I still got Alana. She's only got 2 dice.
Did you say a 1 and a 5?
A 1 and a 5.
You don't get advantage.
No, but she's just adding 15 up in a way that most of us don't.
Oh, okay.
That did not make sense to me.
This is what happens when she goes and buys food. How much was that? That was $17. Sorry, is that a 1 and a 7? What happened? What happened?
You know how you were like, oh, Alana's only got 2 dice. Like, let's all watch her fail. Ha, 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 ha.
Yep.
I was there and I loved it.
So one was a 7, which, okay, that's on
obviously.
point. The other was a fucking 20.
Yes.
Well, the good news is, as you're flying through these trees and dodging, the zigzagging clearly worked and helped you a lot because had you not zigged or zagged, there is a tree coming down from behind you.
Or zagged.
Yes, you can choose. Although just doing one or the other is still going in a straight line.
I'm just going to zig. Yeah.
But anyway, you zigged and zagged, and trees are actually coming down, branches. This thing is ripping through everything to try and find you. The howling noise is almost unbearable, but the good news is you survived the first part of this rather random skill check that I've just decided to throw in.
Uh-huh.
And now you're on the bears, and it's coming round again. But this time you can tell me what you'd like to do, and you can't just keep saying zigzag, because Bellereth just figured out that you do that. It wasn't hard. It watched you zig and then watched you zag and went, huh.
Yeah.
So how are you dodging this next attack?
I'm going to start running in circles. Just like loops. Now I'm looping. Now
but
I'm
not
looping.
going forward.
I'm not. No. Yeah, I am. I'm just like I'm spiraling.
Oh, yes, you are. I can clearly see that. All right, you can spiral. Anybody else? How are you dodging?
At advantage.
I don't know if that
Because I said spiral
I'm not
first.
dodging.
You're not
I'm
dodging.
safe. I've rolled a 15 and 1 and a 5.
That was that time. This is still happening.
Oh, well,
You're just going to stand on top of the bear and go, we made it.
Am I rolling advantage in my spiral?
Just get shot in the
Yes, you
shoulder.
can. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm Googling how to run away.
Well, you're getting disadvantage for that
dodge.
entire phrase.
Well, does it help that I found nothing?
Yeah, it helps me, but it also is disadvantage.
And it also
All
doesn't
right,
help us in the future,
here we go.
in our real lives.
I'm going to have a deep dive and then the Ubers are going to spread out and I'm going to go back up. Like those people with wingsuits.
Wait, what?
You're already on the ground.
Okay, so scratch out.
So you're basically just lying down.
Yep. Sorry, so we're in the air
You're
zigzagging.
riding a bear. It's
Wait, why
in
do
the
you think
air.
we're in the air?
Why am we... Aren't we on the Ubers?
They don't
They
fly.
don't fly.
They're bears.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why am I in the air? Okay, this story
You're not
doesn't
in the
make sense. This story, the ships are in the air.
They are.
The bears are not.
You just heard the air sound in Uber. And you're like, air.
Yeah,
Oh, I can see how you got there.
Yeah,
Uber. Yeah, Uber.
Yeah.
That'd be Bear Force 1. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I feel good about that. I might just take the rest of this episode off. I can't.
I don't think we need to go any further
There's
than
no
this.
need. I've
Gotta
done everything
end
I
on a
can.
high. End on a bang.
Can I utilize a minor illusion? Or
Sure.
no, skills.
Oh,
You
that's
said
a good
skill
idea.
check.
It is a
Really
skill
good
check, but I
idea.
don't mind if you throw something else in there.
Oh, okay. All right, can I do a minor illusion and make myself seem invisible?
Yeah.
Is that a minor?
Still going to attack the bear, though. I mean, I don't know why. The bear's still there.
Me and the bear.
Okay, you can do that. And I'm going to roll to see if it falls for your illusion.
Yeah, that's.
And it doesn't, and I can tell you why, because you're running through some mud and already some slush as you're running towards these mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And the footprints are still happening.
Okay.
And so what I have right now is Freya at disadvantage because she's lying down
Okay, that's fair.
in her wingsuit, doing, I guess you saw a little bit of snow and decided to do some sort of snow angel.
It's cute at least.
It's cute, and Bellaref does not care.
I have a better idea now though.
Kaa'Riin is spiraling, which I love, so advantage for you. And unfortunately, Alana, you got disadvantage for checking on
Googling,
Google.
yeah.
All right, the number to beat is disappointingly low. So good luck beating that 6, everybody.
I pre-rolled. One was a 5. One was a 14.
Lucky to get advantage.
job.
What did the disadvantage do to you?
I got a 15 and a 6.
A 6. Equally, it does beat it, yes.
Oh, equals work.
Yeah.
Equal or better. Another
Is it
20.
another
Shut
20?
up.
I'm
It
having
can't
such a
be.
great day. So a 20 and an 18, which is still significantly enough.
Be careful, you're trying to catch up. Like in 3 dice, you're starting to catch up
I'm
on poor
so
rolls.
stressed you're using all your good rolls
Yeah,
right now.
that was frightening.
To dodge.
It's
Good
like when you
news,
rate, like when
no
you
damage.
waste a crit on initiative. Oh. It's like, oh, who fucking cares about that? Like,
Yeah.
But unfortunately, lying on the ground, you do get hit there, Freya, and you will take. Oh man! Apparently, it's just a very light branch lands on you, so 3 points of damage. I'd say paper cuts, but that doesn't seem right. In the distance, you can see where this forest starts to end. You will still be trying to escape from this thing, but can everyone give me a perception check?
I'd be honoured.
I would like to know what you can see.
Oh, well, I've sort of crit, so I can see fucking everything. I can see through time and space itself. I can smell colours. Oh, +6, so 26.
26.
Yeah.
So, because you said you can see through time and space, for a moment, instead of seeing, you can hear something, extreme rushing of wind. It blends in with Bellaref and everything like that, but it's like a roar, far louder than anything you've ever heard before. You're in darkness. It feels dark. And then suddenly you snap back and you're in the forest. Now, what did you roll there, Morrigan, with the wonderful...
17.
Okay. What you notice is that as you're watching Bellaref is starting to use that gauntlet.
Ah.
And even though you can't see the ships through the canopy of the forest above you, what else would Bellaref be doing with it? Freya, what did you roll?
5.
Excellent. You see snow. You see a snow angel.
Yep.
You
I
made
would
it. Well
suspect
done.
That. Yeah.
And the bear is nudging you to get back on, saying,
We've gotta go.
I'm charging you for this extra time we've stopped. And take 5 hit points as well.
Okay.
So,
That's fair.
and you get back on the bear
Yeah.
like a normal escapee. Don't know what else to say about this situation.
I know it's not good, is it?
Escapade.
I've got a better idea now, though.
Good, because you're going to need one, because Bellaref is sweeping through again, and this time trees are coming down as they cut through them.
Okay, well, I'm going to say I'm really, really sorry for that uncalled for stop. But can we get a wriggle on, and then I'm going to throw some acid out behind me
Yep.
and hopefully try and
There's a lot of people escaping right now. Have you checked whether anyone's in front or behind?
I thought I was the last one because I was on the ground. I thought everyone would have run past me.
That does actually make a lot of sense.
It does make sense.
She thought this through.
All right, I will let you have some advantage.
I did think of this. I was like, surely no one's behind me after I've been floundering around on the ground.
You look on the ground and Loot's there going, this looks like fun.
Leave!
Okay, I will give you advantage on that one.
Advantage?
Yeah, I'm giving you advantage. You can roll twice, but we're waiting until we get...
Sorry.
But we'll
You
wait.
can't tell me to do something and say, wait.
Like herding
2
cats.
seconds later, I can't.
You know what? You just make it through. You just get through and everything's fine, okay? It's just easier at this stage. No, Kaa'Riin, what would you like to do to try and avoid the wrath of Belleroth?
I've spiraled. I've zigzagged.
So this one has to be an S.
A stop.
A squat?
Shimmy.
A shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy, Cocoa Pop.
Okay, what am I doing? Okay, if someone was chasing me.
If a demon god with incredible power was chasing you and chopping down trees in the forest, what would you do?
When
this occurred?
When I've been chased, not by anything dangerous, just for funsies. I've done the zigzag, but then I've also run around the table, because like you can't, you just run.
You get off the bear and just run around it.
Just run around it.
Don't think that's going to work.
I'm not doing that.
So but you could put trees, like strategically run so that like you put a tree behind you each time. So
can I weave? I'm going to
weave.
That's not zigzagging.
No.
It's weaving.
It's weaving because the trees are the important part. Like when they do those dog shows.
Yeah. Agility.
Oh, yes.
Should I check my agility as well?
This has been a random sort of roll because I've just allowed weird things to happen. It was meant to be just like a quick sequence to get you through a forest because I hadn't thought through how to go through the forest.
Or weaving.
You can weave. You can have advantage on your weave.
Yes.
All right.
I can roll now, or do you have to roll first?
No, I'm waiting to hear what Morrigan is going to do.
Well, I didn't know it was called weaving, but I want to put trees behind me. Can I weave too, or is that copyrighted?
Yes. Patent pending.
You heard. Only one weave per move. I will allow the weave begrudgingly.
Okay.
Which affects the dice in no way.
Right.
But you don't get advantage because you didn't come up with it.
Okay, I mean, I helped, but whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
She actually did help.
I mean, did you say the word weave?
It's fine.
Did you say the word
She
weave?
didn't say the word
I said put
weave.
trees behind, but that's fine. That's fine.
It's not the same.
Okay.
All right. All right. A 10.
I
You
also
must
got
beat-
a 10 and a 19.
Well,
I weave.
okay. And how do we go over there, Freya?
Way back to me now.
Yes.
We got an 11 and 17.
Fucking feisty today. Something feisty about
I've got
this.
another good idea too.
Okay, good. How do we go over there, Morrigan?
16.
All of you dodge trees, and as you can imagine, this just makes Belleroth even angrier. But as you fling out from the other side of this forest, and this of course took a little bit longer than that, it wasn't like it was a really narrow forest, but we'll say that took a little bit of time to get through. You probably had to run through for a good 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, on the other side of this forest. In the distance, the sounds of the battle are fading. You've left that behind. But you can hear the swirling sounds of Belleroth screaming through the trees and now pulling up above them, and if you look behind you, you can see that Belleroth is now in front of the fleet of ships that you once controlled. In front of you is the village that lives on the other side of this forest. You've been here before. The last time you were here, you were at a church. There was a portal.
Oh, yeah. We smashed the windows.
Smash the portal. Yeah, you did smash. No, the different church for smashing the windows. This one you only smash. When you go to churches, you smash shit.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I remember both of those. Yeah, this one you smashed the portal.
Okay.
And it was
There was a creepy priest who gave us hot chocolate and I refused to drink it, and then he locked us in a room.
He wasn't that creepy. He was
then he got
mildly
killed.
creepy and died to save you. Yes.
Yeah, so we should
And we
probably
had to
stop
smash the
saying
windows
that.
because they were like the lantern things. What are they called? Stained glass
they told
windows?
stories.
Yeah, that was the other church.
Yeah, okay.
You went to a different church. That's where you found your Kethel amulet.
There's a lot of churches in this story. I'm
Two
just
churches is
realizing.
not a lot of churches. It's not a lot of churches.
Too many.
Too many. As they say in Red Dwarf, if I had roast dinners twice in my life, you wouldn't say, God, he eats a lot of roast dinners. So 2 churches is not that big a deal. However, there is one in this place, and the whole town is run down. No one's lived here for a very long time, same as it was last time. But it still has a thin layer of snow leading up to where there was an avalanche here once. You came down it. Yeah. And that leads up to the mountain. At the top of that mountain where you first came down with the avalanche, there's likely to be the hole you crawled out of.
Yes.
Oh, so we can go in it.
Towards the hole.
Right.
Wait, hang on.
One problem.
I remember coming out of a hole
Mm-hmm.
And at the top, I do remember being really scared.
Yeah, there were spiders everywhere.
So this is the same hole.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
the same
spiders
hole.
died
We're trying to get into the mountain, which, that's where the big spiders were.
Yep. This is what I was fearful of. So who's going to cast the minor illusion?
You don't think you've grown?
I don't want my mum to think I'm a wuss.
You know the main reason she's angry at you? You stole the stone.
I did steal the stone. It was out of her best interest, though, because I didn't want anyone attacking her.
Yeah, well, she's not happy.
And with how you've been playing, do you really think you should have it?
I don't think you should have it.
No.
You're a liability at this point.
I probably shouldn't.
I think you should give it back.
Your mother says, we actually consider that as your middle name.
Liability.
So pretty, don't you think?
What are our last names?
Yours.
Did you want to call her Mrs. Whatever?
No, I just want to know what our last names
Okay.
are.
Yours is Blaze.
Okay, sure.
One of them.
Yep.
Because yours is complicated.
Yep.
Freya's is Forelli.
Are you making this up right now?
No, there's a tree.
Oh, that's right. I've seen these written down
Forelli.
somewhere.
Yours is Lyradel.
Yeah.
Oh, Morrigan Lyradel. I love
that's lovely.
It's nice. I just wanted alliteration, that's all. But that's all right. It's pretty.
I want to adopt a cat and call it Morrigan Lyradel. That's
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I don't mind it. Did you actually give it back then?
So, yeah, I gave it back because I didn't want Mum to be angry.
We're just
at
going
me.
to throw it to her,
I just
as you guys
pop
said.
it on her chest.
And like just pat it in you when you put something there, you like kind of pat it in.
She goes, this is just like the time when you were little and you stole the chips from the cupboard and you tried to tell us you didn't steal the chips from the cupboard, but you had chips all over your chest, all over your shirt, all over the lovely t-shirt that you'd just been given by your Uncle Thine.
Yeah, well, that's different, Mum. There was food involved.
What was the problem again?
Well, the first problem is that the ships are attacking you. There are cannon shots coming from every direction. It is utter carnage, and Bellaref does not care who they kill.
Can the choir conjure up some kind of...
They could if you'd brought them, but they're back on the other side of the battlefield. The other side of the battlefield.
I thought they came with us.
Everyone?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't bring them to the other side of the battlefield initially.
What is the range between me and Bellaref at the moment?
Bellaref is in the sky, but yes, you could probably attack Bellaref if you wanted to start that sort of a problem.
No, not problem. I wanted to throw a command at her and be like, drop it, and get her to drop the gauntlet.
Nice try. Let's see what happens. If you want to, that is.
I would like to.
That's a really good idea.
And I'm going to do it in that tone, by the way. Drop
it.
Wisdom saving 16.
Is a 20 good?
Ah.
I haven't rolled a crit in a long time.
I was
That's
really
all right.
banking on your
That's pretty good.
previous rolls for the day.
Yeah, I haven't rolled a 20 in who knows how long. I'm looking. Do I look smug?
You do look smug.
I feel smug. I really
I
do, actually.
don't want to give you any kind of satisfaction.
I know. It's been so long since I rolled well.
I've rolled 2 20s today, just saying.
That's true. Shut up. All right. No, Bellaref doesn't even acknowledge the attempt.
It's all right. I'm just going to continue on, I guess.
But good. In the meantime, though, there are cannons all landing around you and explosions occurring. I'm going to roll to see how many of them hit.
Yeah. I mean, as long as when I get knocked unconscious, the bear isn't
shit.
unconscious, it can continue to carry me.
All right, that was a 17.
Ooh.
And I was rolling just to see how
really
many
picked up the
cannons shot.
pace.
I know, that's disturbing. That was just to see how many times the cannons hit things. There are quite a few of you, and when I say hit things, you have some defense from buildings around you, but already buildings are collapsing from the shots that don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
But among the people you were with, there will be explosions near. It doesn't directly hit them, but there are explosions near and around all of you and the bears and the people you brought along. Now, I did make a table from rolls that people sent me from. This one's from Discord. And it's just to speed things up. So they all sent me some rolls. People sent me different rolls. And it was interesting. People sent me there were quite a few ones even amongst our audience.
My people.
But the good news is for those people, this is my list of people who got hit. And I didn't write this table for just people who got hit. I just wrote things like numbers. So give me a list of who you brought with me and I'll tell you what happens to them based on the number.
Random guy named Bob.
No, he's not there. These are real people. You can sacrifice bears if you want instead.
No.
What you get to do is tell me 17 different people.
I have 17 different people.
So some people can get hit more than once.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
But you also have bears. You can separate bears.
How many bears do we have?
I'd say you've got all the bears that you're already riding. And they came down in the group last time you had them, so probably about 15 bears altogether.
And bears have pretty high hit points, so let's start off with all the bears.
So you're choosing the order for 17 different impacts from cannonballs, which will hurt a lot. Some people can get hit more than once. You can get hit as well. The bears are there, but you have to tell me the order, and then I'm going to check against the rolls people made about online about how much damage they took.
How many hit points do the bears have?
They've got 34 hit points.
Ooh, that's not many.
That's not many.
It's more than I currently have.
17 hits. Surely I can put a shield up.
Wait, that's 5th edition. What are we playing?
This section, this is just me making up rules.
Oh, in that case, they've got 100 hit points each.
Only I can make up rules.
Can I take like 5 hits but put my shield up?
Yeah, do we get a chance to defend or we just get
You
hit?
can write yourself down 5 times. Got a table full of numbers, and those numbers will determine what happens to whoever is in that section. Sometimes it'll just flat out still miss them. I just need to know the order.
Okay, let's throw like 5, because I'm assuming we have more bears than we're riding.
Yep.
Let's throw like 5 random bears at the top of the list.
Yep.
Throwing the bears under the bus. Okay.
Okay.
Under the bombs. Then throw Alan in.
Oh, that was quick.
Alan has tons of hit points.
And so does Aneko. She's got 51.
Yeah. Alan actually has more base hit points than Morrigan does.
Yeah.
All right, so we're throwing them in just once?
Yeah, for now. We're going to try to get 17. This is hard.
All right, get 10 to go. Not putting
hit
yourselves
me
in there
3
yet.
times.
Oh, Freya, 3 times.
And I'll take 2 because I'm at full points right now. Plus, I can wild shape into something else.
Yeah, and I can put a shield up, which lasts until the start of my next turn.
Yep.
Okay. Throw me down twice.
No, once.
Throw me down once.
Not with your track record, babe. Sorry.
It's only going to take 1 hit for me to be down.
Exactly.
Let's
How
be
many
honest.
points you got right now?
20.
And what
I've got
about your
59.
mum?
Yeah, mum should chuck her down.
Well, how many hit points does she have?
Oh, being in many eyes. He's with
being
us.
in many eyes. Well,
Surely he's robust.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep, sure.
What are we up to?
Sure, 15.
So we just need, 2 more?
Just throw 2 more bears in there.
Yeah, throw 2 more bears at the bottom.
All right. I'm making some minor calculations.
Yep.
To tell you how things have gone. Okay, so what we have to do here is I would check the number that has been given to me to see if it hits against the creature's or your armor class. And if it does, it's a D20 damage from the cannon. They do not mess around.
A D20?
I know, they're cannons.
Fuck me.
Cannonballs. They're not shooting cannons at you. That
Yeah,
would
no.
be-
Can you imagine? They're not
They're not
constantly.
going, guys, we're doing it wrong, I think. Now I read the little diagram.
They're not cantons. Cannons.
All right, the first Uber is getting hit very hard, unfortunately, because that's a 19. What is an Uber's armor class? What's a bear's?
11.
Oh, they're in
strife.
They're in strife then, aren't
Well,
they?
I didn't choose based on those rules. If I had done that, I would have done other animals.
Well, you only had bears to choose from, so
Yeah, you're right.
that's true. All right, Uber number 1 will be hit pretty hard and takes just 9 points of damage, but is still okay. Uber number 2 will almost certainly dodge this. It's an explosion right next to them, but that was a 5. Uber, you said it was an 11, wasn't it?
Yep.
Uber 3 dodges. Uber 4 dodges.
Yes.
Uber 5 does not.
Oh.
That's a 19, and ooh, that's a lot more damage. That's 16 damage to your bear.
That's okay. I got berries. I got healing words. I got
All right,
things.
but the bears are, making some horrible noises, and some of them are looking at you, going, "Wow, you picked this." No, they clearly they
Please
can't
don't do that to me. I can't.
No.
I can't handle that.
Well, speaking, you're not going to believe this one, but the next 2 rolls were both 1s.
Yes.
Nice.
And look at who you picked for these ones.
Oh, me.
Alan
Oh.
and Arneko.
Thank goodness.
And
We're
just
kind of
shots just go
merciful gods.
whistling past them and hit buildings behind them
Yeah,
and
'cause they were
explode. So they were like, it's the zig. and I was like, and the zag. Freya, however, that is a 12 to hit you.
Do I roll?
Well, check it against your armor class.
Oh, 16.
So you're fine. Thank the people on Discord for you guys being fine
Thank
right
you guys.
now.
Thanks, Discord.
And your shitty rolling.
Thank you.
The second one against you, though, however, was a 16.
So that doesn't hit, does it?
So it doesn't hit because it matches. Man, the third one against you
See
was...
this smug look on my face?
Yes, I don't even have to
It's
look at you.
smug.
I can feel the smugness. Tepid warm air or something. Like just on that making me feel sickly. Because the third one against you is a 6.
Oh.
These guys are
So
missing
none of
rather
them
poorly.
hit.
No.
Should I take? Oh, can I swap out for the last couple then? Well, I didn't take any hits, and I've got a shield that I could use.
I'm crossing them out right now and putting you in there.
You're self-sacrificing.
So
Yeah, that's cute.
Well, I've got a shield, so I may as well use it.
this is almost certainly an opportunity to yell out, "Watch this, Mum!"
Yeah, I do good. Freya, you need to say that right now because she does not respect you.
She does. She loves a little girl.
Loves and respects is totally different.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But anyway, dodged Kaa'Riin. The first one is a 7.
Okay.
And the second one is an 11.
And I just giggle away.
And they both miss.
I actually giggle.
Wow, this sounded so bad. 17.
Well, because they can keep firing.
Yeah, but it's not that bad.
Don't make him want to do it again.
There's no power factor in this. It's just like,
no.
The buildings behind you are being leveled. I want to make that clear. It's very exciting. There's a guy with a fruit cart going, oh, fuck me. I just fixed up the last one. I wheeled around here. We're up to Morrigan. What's your armor class again?
11.
This one does hit you.
Yeah, no one is shocked.
No one is shocked at all. It was a 15.
And damage is?
That's a 1.
Oh, I don't know. I
You've
think
been winged by
Do you
the
know
cannon.
what I feel like right now? I feel like, you know when you watch those movies and like the hero is like running away and there's a whole army like pelting bullets but like not one hits?
This is precisely...
That's kind of what's
stormtroopers.
Yeah, this is just a scene in that, like this is meant to be a big moment, but we're kind of just like, ha ha ha.
All right. The ships above the derelict village of Caradril's Fall did not require wind in their sails. They traded souls for movement, maneuvering through cloud and open sky without influence from the elements. They did the same when firing upon those below, each cannon loaded with slithers of the dead. It seemed, at least to one of the ship's crew, that here victory was just lost, coated in false glory, a lie told by conquerors to wash the blood from their hands. He stood on the deck and watched as she ran for cover below, her pink hair still flowing as explosions rocked the earth and snow around her. He remembered her, not long ago, talking with him, flirting really, and he felt the sudden loss of opportunity. In other times, in other places, perhaps they could have been given space to see if their paths were meant to lead, at least for a while, towards the same setting sun. Controlled, though, by this god of untamed hatred swirling below, the captain of the Clockwork Army knew he was compelled to order more attacks, more fodder for the cannons, more loss. But he had not been compelled to be accurate.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samara Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samara Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samara. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samara Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Freya's mum, it's a 15 to hit her, and that misses.
What's her armor class?
18.
What?
Yeah.
Why is she so difficult to hit?
Clerics have massive amounts of armor class.
Why?
They wear huge amounts of armor.
Do they?
Yeah, they're like, like the priest you guys met the first time.
Yeah.
Massive amounts of armor.
I imagined her in a sexy little dress. I don't know
she
why.
turned up. She's got leather as well, because of the original armor. They're protected by God and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, that's cool. Oh,
yeah,
that's
it's pretty
cool.
wild.
Oh, your mum is cool. No wonder we vibe.
Kaa'Riin yells out, "Have you seen how cool your mother is? Oh my God."
I know, she's amazing.
You should try harder.
Mum goes, stop trying to be a sucker.
Then she asked me if I want to go for a cocktail later.
Mum, I'm 18 too.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. The being is also missed. That's a 7. Freya stepped in for the Ubears though. The last 2.
And I'm going to put my shield up.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, well, that's why I did it.
because the first one was an 18.
Yep.
That misses, yeah.
Because I've got my shield.
And the second shot was only a 13, so that definitely misses. Who did I hit? Two bears.
2 bears.
And me.
Of course.
Sorry.
Of course. Of course.
We call it a hit, though. Yeah. It's
And it
more
was
like
but one
a
damage.
whisper.
Yeah, she just a little subtle breath.
I mean, it scared the crap out of you, but somehow
Yeah.
you didn't lose anything.
There might be a bruise.
I can tell you, it will not be. You'll have to go through this town. You got to figure this out. They are going to keep firing.
Okay.
It's not going to work out your favour like that every time.
But it might.
It most likely will.
It won't, because I asked people from other places other than Discord to give numbers, and
Okay.
maybe they rolled better.
Did they?
I thought I did better in that first group, but no. Okay, what would you like to do?
Were they still shooting at us?
Yeah, but I mean, are you going to do anything about it first?
Well, I have used all my spells.
Yeah,
now.
same.
So I might just have a long rest. At some point
You were being
mid-battle.
attacked by cannons. They didn't miss by that much that you're like, I'm just
Yeah.
going to, ladies, could you just deal
Do you
with
not
this?
have
I'm
any
going to lie down.
cantrips?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I forgot that you got levels of spells. So while I've used my 4th level, I haven't used my 3rd level. So I can call lightning onto these ships.
Oh, have you got 4th level?
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level spell. I'm gonna call lightning onto the ships.
Okay.
Okay, my range area is 120. I've got a 60-foot radius. Yes.
Right. So these ships, they'll probably hit 2 of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody tack to the left.
Attack save is Dex 14.
What's going to happen is the ships don't dodge, obviously. The lightning streaks down from the sky, as you love it to do. And it hits these ships, and it doesn't particularly have to hit the ship. That's not the important part. But just because it's fun, it's going to hit the mast and spread out from there down onto the deck. And this is when you're going to find out who's on board, although you kind of had an inkling before. But the Clockwork Army, the soldiers,
Oh, and they're made of metal, so that's going to run through them, and they're like,
including the one you hit on once. He's probably amongst them.
Too bad, so sad.
He hears that. He hears that. He's like, I thought we had something.
It's not you. It's me and my motives at the moment. Any other time in any other place, I'd want to see this through. But unfortunately, we're ships to the night right now.
Well, ship reference.
Nice.
He appreciates the ship reference, even though he can't actually hear that.
And maybe someday, 400 years in the future, we can revisit this.
Okay, so the people on board are basically being blasted aside. There's so many different bodies getting blasted over the edge, and on 2 different ships. And of course, it's also going to spear them out of control.
Yes.
So first of all, I'll deal with how many people are going to get hit overboard. Again, I'm using my oh Jesus, I'm rolling well, but just in the bad times. So there's not that many people on board each one of these things. About 20 crew, because they can unload people. And 18 of them just got blasted off the side, which means no one is now steering this ship, and it is spearing towards the other ships.
Goodbye forever.
And on the other ship,
What a great move.
12 people get blasted. Some of those stay on the deck, some of them don't, but that one's still fine and still in control. But the first ship is now heading straight towards another ship, and you watch as it approaches.
Yeah, and then it bangs into that one, and they're all fucked up.
And they're soul ships. And it just blends into the other ship and merges with it, and the ship now gets larger.
Oh, what? That's no fair.
There's one less ship.
Yeah, then I'll just attack that one next.
There's just bigger ships.
They just made it easier for me.
What would everyone else like to do?
Hey, they still have the crew of a smaller ship, so that's harder to actually use.
There were 2 people alive on the other ship that got merged into it. So yeah, they've got a slightly bigger crew and a significantly bigger ship.
Yeah.
But they're also now, it is raining, well, finally, it's raining men. Hallelujah. There are people falling out of the sky, armored men landing on the ground and hitting very hard. They won't survive this fall.
Yes. Okay, great.
The killing continues. What else would you like to do, ladies? I'm not even making you do initiative at this stage. You are charging through this place. I understand that at the fastest you can.
How far is that evil guy behind us?
Less than 60 feet, because I know that's what you care about, whether or not you can attack them.
Yeah.
Morrigan could attack them before, so yes, you're in range.
I guess I'll just have to acid splash again.
All right.
Is that an advantage?
It absolutely isn't.
Worth a try. Oh, 18. Don't need it anyway. Haha.
The smugness is real today.
There's a lot of smug. How much damage does that do?
6 and a 4. That's 10. 10 points of damage.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
The acid hits Bellereth, and Bellereth doesn't seem to really acknowledge it. In fact, if anything, it looks like it hurts a little bit less than you normally expect acid to hurt.
Right. So he doesn't even care.
They do not. Not at all. But there's a lot of anger going on right now. and Bellereth will be attacking shortly. But Morrigan, you were first. This is the part where you choose what you want to do. You looked at me like you weren't remembering how to play.
No, I just don't know what to do against an angry.
When in doubt, can you fireball?
That should always be the answer. I mean, yours is when in doubt, call lightning.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
But like against the god or against the ships?
The ships.
There are a lot of ships.
But I don't think we can beat a god. I think we've got more chance of...
Yeah, we may need to figure out the escape soon.
Well, we're in the middle of that, aren't we? Are we running?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, how long till we get up to
escaping.
the hole?
Well, you're not even through the town yet.
All right, I say if we're going through the town, we start discombobulating everyone and kind of like try to separate, knowing we're going to meet up at the point, but just try to give them less of a focal point. So I say we just start
Good idea.
randomly zipping through, I don't know, what's in a town, cottages and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a town of ruins as well, so you can cut through things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a
All
big
right.
open door that you just
Split
run
up,
straight through,
reduce-
out a window, that sort of stuff.
Reduce mass targets.
Yeah, so we can
Good idea.
psychic. No, we're going to give orders to the people that can't psychic over, but we just say split, everyone split, zigzag spiral, do what you have to do, but don't be near anyone else. Be sporadic and meet at the mountain.
Yeah.
At the mountain hole.
Okay.
I'm going to shapeshift
Okay. Why?
so they don't know who I am.
What into?
Just a middle-aged white guy.
Yes.
The only one with your party.
Don't do that, Freya, then they'll think you're the leader.
Quick, get that white guy.
Quick, make him a CO.
I could go in and have a nap for 8 hours, being a middle-aged white guy, and then go to the hole.
I am a middle-aged white guy. I don't get to nap for 8 hours. I don't get to sleep for 8 hours. What's this napping crap that I've not heard about?
Zach's got a weird body clock where like weekday mornings, the sun will come up and he'll shut the blind and he'll go back to sleep and he struggles to get out. Like I've got to drag him out of bed. And then on the weekends, sun comes up, he's up.
Yep.
But what the fuck?
Sun's out, buns out. That's what I say.
Wow.
The images. I'm imagining
Cory in a Speedo.
That's it. I'm imagining Cory in a Speedo and he's out in a
I'm thinking of
sunbed.
it. Yeah.
He's
It's
out
pretty
in a-
amazing.
And he's laying on his belly in the sunbed. He's like just sipping on a pina colada.
Yeah.
And his like legs are doing that thing like, they bend. When you like teenage girls on the phone, they're on their belly and they're on the phone, their
Yep.
legs are like kind of going back and
Scissoring.
forth.
Scissoring.
Wow.
They're doing what now?
You know how they...
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It doesn't sound great, sorry.
Choice of words.
Choice of words, yep.
Phrasing.
I'll throw a fireball.
Okay. Launch it.
Yeah.
And this is at
The big ship.
the biggest ship that just merged together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if these soul ships can actually be destroyed or whether they'll just continue to merge.
Okay. Well, let's see
And
if you
if
hit
they
it.
continue to merge, we'll just not do that again.
I'm going to roll for the whole ship to see whether you hit, and you very much do. And even with
Half damage.
half damage, that will kill everyone on board.
Because we remember that.
Yes, there are lots of people on board this ship now on fire, running around and screaming.
And does the ship take damage?
No, strangely enough, the souls do not catch fire.
Okay, that's good to know. Carry on.
Bellereth is now swimming down towards Freya's mother and is trying to grab her. So this is an opposed strength check. That's a 19 and a 13. Wow.
She dodges.
No. Yes, he picks her up.
Oh.
I know. I love how we switch. Bellereth changes. We haven't really said this out loud, but Bellereth gender has never mattered, and
No.
Bellereth changes constantly.
Yeah.
And we've said she, they, he, because Bellereth does not care and just shifts who they are constantly. The absolute epitome of that. It's a creature that represents all of the people who've died.
Love it.
Yeah. I've always sort of liked the visuals.
The what, sorry?
The visuals.
I like
The
that.
visual.
The visual.
Yeah.
Actually, can we say, I like that. The
The
visual.
visual.
Yeah, because it's a bit more than visuals, like an immersive visual, like a visual.
Yeah. Sounds good. It is back to the ships. They are firing. I very optimistically went to the next 19 numbers on my table and wrote them all down so I could see who got hit. And then I realized I hadn't actually rolled to see how many cannons actually hit.
Oh. Have fun.
Fuck!
Is it not 16?
Was it not 15? Was it not 19?
Look, it's a 4. Spread out 4 cannon hits amongst all your people. Who gets hit? Fuck.
Why are you so upset about this?
I was hoping to make it very tense. It's the Vishwar here is amazing. There are cannons exploding in the city. Things are
they're
blowing
not
up.
touching us.
I guess that still looks good.
Yeah.
But
it's really just a
there's
nice
not a lot of
backdrop
fear
for us.
for you guys at this stage. You're like, this is
Not really.
amazing. Some of you are stopping to do your hair from the warmth.
I'm getting selfies at this point because it looks kind of cute. I'm like, look at this backdrop.
Who takes the 4?
Alan.
Alan again. Alan is feeling a little bit unwanted.
Alan being Aniko?
Yeah, they did pretty well last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a bear.
Aneko's got also really high.
I think we need a 4.
Alan, you got Alan, Freya's mum, the being, and an echo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Alan is hit by the 20. That's a crit.
Ooh.
32 damage.
Sorry, what?
This list started with a crit.
I'm not concerned.
Oh.
What is he again?
He's a monk
50.
with like 57 hit
Yeah, okay.
points.
All right. He's
He's
okay
a monk
for now.
that gets to use guns. Alan's a little bit different. I
He's
think
a
we've always
paradox.
established.
He's a
Yeah, we
paradox.
established he's an enigma wrapped in a nutshell. Freya's mum is going to be fine because either that's an 18 where I've done a very poor job of writing the 8, or it's a 10. And either way, it doesn't matter to Freya's mum. You did well picking that one. The being is also going to be fine because that's a 6. However, our Neko is next to an 18, so that is going to hit.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Alan has this fun little thing called deflect missiles. He can use a reaction to deflect or catch a missile when hit by a ranged weapon attack.
Cannons are a wee bit different than a missile.
Okay, just checking.
But it is pretty cool, yes.
I think that was a good check because
It
we know
was,
that now.
yeah, he can do like a flurry of hands really quickly. That's why he's got that.
Oh,
I can imagine. I just thought,
Alan.
how cool would that look when Alan just starts flinging arms around and
I
nothing
know.
can hit him for a second, but a cannon unfortunately can. Aneko takes 13 points of damage.
So 51 minus 13, please, someone.
Wow, he survived another round rather easily,
Is it my turn yet?
he says begrudgingly. So
Tell
yes.
that to Alan.
Well, yeah, Alan took a hit.
Zap, zap. Still my turn. Zappy, zap, zap, zap,
zap.
I still have my lightning. Zap, zap, zap.
Yeah, it's the imagery that you created with the 2 words. Well, the 1 word twice, really. The depth.
The Vishwa.
The Vishwa, the rhyme
I'm gonna go.
of the same word.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for. Actually, I'm gonna change my zap
Yeah.
because I can pinpoint it wherever I want within the 60 feet. Is the god within the 60 feet of the first ship that I hit?
Well, I think you'll find within 120 feet total. So yes.
All right, zap, Bellareth.
All right. Yes. So let's see. Man, I really did waste those good rolls earlier, didn't I? That one little flurry.
I mean, I don't like. I just want them to be away from us. We're gonna do this slowly because everyone loves a slow game.
Especially the guy who edits it.
Okay, that's a 2. A 7, that's 9. Plus 5, 14. Plus 8,
22.
22.
22 points damage.
That's good.
Lightning zapping through Bellaref's wings.
Zap, zap.
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
Continuing with the Vishwa. And kind of doesn't look hurt still. Kind of looks just amazing. If anything. I look good. Thank you, Kaa'Riin.
I got pizzazz.
Freya, would you like to do something?
Why did you say it like that?
Yeah, there was a tone.
Was there a tone?
There was a tone.
Freya, would you like to get involved?
Would you like to care to do something?
I mean, you've done fuck all. Now I'm trying to be your mum again.
Yeah, you are.
No, I wasn't. Your mum loves
I
you.
need 2 people attacking me.
She thinks she said lovely things about you.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
She's riding right next to you.
Well, what I'm going to do is because. Okay, so.
You can do this, sweetie.
Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
So she's just been grabbed.
Yeah, that's right. She wasn't riding next to you. Sorry. She's been grabbed and then being struck by lightning, technically. But yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to jump from my Uber to hers.
Just to her Uber?
Well,
She let go of her Uber. She didn't like tighten her legs and drag the Uber up with her.
but how far away from the Uber is she?
Oh, just pulling away. Just
can
pulling
I
away.
bounce off and try
Yes.
and, yeah.
But you want to
Okay, cool.
you want to jump onto her bear, then onto her. Is that what you're doing?
Yes. So like one big bounce, like one step onto the Uber, one up into the air with my booming blade, and then just strike Bellareth.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics, please.
21.
That is such a pretty die.
It's cool, hey?
The pretty die is successful for you, and you leap into the air and grab onto your mother's legs. Is that what you're aiming for?
Well, I was going to use my booming blade and try and just mow down Bellereth up there.
Oh, okay. So this is just like a flying
Motion sword sneak attack kind of thing? No, because I'm right in front of them.
No, I'm okay.
It's going to happen that quickly.
Okay.
I got a 21.
So yeah, I think it fits into a sneak attack. Let's see what happens. This is a booming blade sneak attack.
Fuck, this is the whole thing again.
It's just your mum like, you can do in slow motion. You can do it. See, she's on your side.
Yeah, she believes in me, and I've got that as I'm jumping through the air as a middle-aged man.
That's right. Now that you're a man, I believe in you. That's horrible, isn't it? Your mother's a feminist. All right?
Fucking hilarious,
She absolutely believes in you.
She shouldn't.
No, what had happened?
I've rolled a 1.
You've rolled a 1.
Yep. So I'm going to use my heroic inspiration.
What does that do?
I can just roll again.
That's awesome.
You have to have inspiration first. Do you have a coin?
I can't find my coin.
I gave you guys coins.
Yep.
Which you can't find.
Yep. But I'm sure we got them.
But I'm pretty confident you'll have them. But you're losing this by using this, okay?
Yep.
So you're re-rolling now to redo this attack roll.
Yes.
Okay.
This is correct. Okay.
No pressure, but this one matters.
Yeah,
and again,
I know.
in slow motion, your mother goes, "This time I believe in you."
It's a fucking 20.
It is true. You just rolled a 1 and then 20.
Yes! See, this is why heroic inspiration is really good.
This is why we should be using our heroic inspiration.
Oh my God!
I mean, you're singing to the choir, but at the same time,
That's so good!
can you turn back into Freya for this in the middle of the move?
In the middle of the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cool, because I mean,
And then I just wink it
you
up.
finally
Got this,
succeeded.
Mum.
And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were that guy." No, but she sees your mother finally sees you do something wonderful, and your blade comes right past the claws of Bellereth that are grabbing onto your mum. Tell me how much damage that does. This will take about 4 hours to work out.
54 is automatically happening, and then whatever you roll as well.
Holy crap, this is huge.
Wow, this is worth it.
This is wild amount of damage.
And so beautiful because it got so many different coloured dice there. It's like a confetti of damage.
Confetti of damage.
That's so much better than Zap Zap.
I'm trying to do math here and it's really hard. 10, 18,
That's a sentence you don't need to say to us.
22, 25, 32 points.
Fucking hell. You finally did it.
Oh my God.
That's not just me saying that. That's also your mother. That's all of us together. There's people at home listening right now
This
going,
is really
she did it.
My God, she fucking
She did something for her mum. That's
Thank God I read the new
86.
rules.
Yes. Well, it's normal. You've always had inspiration, but now they've allowed you to use it to replace more types of rolls.
Sorry, how many points of damage was that?
So that's 86 points of damage. That's your new record. Well done. And
Wow.
Your mother is so pleased.
86 points of damage.
Yeah. And can
That's
I just
awesome.
say, it is. And it does hurt Bellereth.
Oh yeah, it does.
Not as much as you'd like.
Damn it.
But it does hurt.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
That's going down in the diary.
Yeah.
And even your mum's diary.
Yeah.
Bellereth slices back, and just for the want of the story, and I think it makes a lot of sense, because that's a huge amount of damage, drops your mum.
And we drop it onto an Uber.
And you both
And the
land
gauntlet?
on the...
Does the mum grab the gauntlet?
No.
Give mum a chance to grab the gauntlet.
No.
Why?
Because DM, puzzle, master, puppet, master, master of things.
Gotcha.
It's a long list. But also because...
It was my idea.
Also that. But also just, I've got a little thing I write down here, and it's just, if it was an Alana's idea, do you accept it? And you know, it's one of those flowcharts, and it just says no in both directions.
Nice flowchart.
Thank you.
Seems redundant.
Doesn't seem to flow much.
There's not much flow.
Yeah.
More stagnant.
Stagnant charts.
Stagnant chart.
I have worked in many industries that had stagnant
Yeah.
charts, but thought they were flow charts. So you both land. I'll tell you what. Let's find out if it's heroically. Dexterity check, acrobatics if you will.
So
to see if
acrobatics check?
Yeah, you can do acrobatics, but your mum doesn't have it. How do you land on that bear?
16.
And plus your acrobatics.
That's 16.
Oh, that included
Yeah,
your acrobatics? That's enough to land well, but not as heroically as you would have liked.
Yeah, it's
just
a bit of a-
It's still pretty amazing. You just jumped from one bear, sliced through a god, saved your mum's life, who is now falling to find out whether she lands on the bear.
What'd she get? A 20. Oh!
I rolled another 20.
Guys, you couldn't write this
fire
fucking
today.
You couldn't
You
write
could
this
not
shit.
write this.
You couldn't. It's impossible to write.
Physically
What an
impossible.
episode.
I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, at the same time, landed beautifully.
This is quite good.
But I love that. My favorite thing now is that she landed better than you.
Yeah, and I kind of
Just
grappled.
slightly.
I'm just like,
She's like, oh, and she's like, don't worry, babe. What you did first was amazing.
she's like 86 points. Unheard
86.
of.
It's incredible. But yeah, Bellaref is wounded and is sort of moving away at first just to lick some wounds. But that brings us around to Morrigan.
Can I try another command of drop it just to see if I'm any more successful now?
Sure. I mean, I just rolled I've got to be close to being out of my good numbers. So that's a wisdom check, yeah?
Yep.
What have I got to beat?
16.
I rolled a 13. Which brings her to
Drop it.
15.
Oh yeah, drop it.
Oh,
I can't
your
believe
tone.
this is, yeah.
Your tone.
Well, it's
threw
bad for me.
Yeah, I know. I forget you're not on our side.
Yeah, I'm not against you either, but sometimes I'm like, maybe things will go in my favor.
Drop it, and then I'm gonna be like, Freya's mom, catch, because I'm assuming they're directly under
They've
her.
already done enough, thank you very much. So yes, this
Yeah, I know,
thing,
feed up on the Ubers from now on.
the gauntlet does come flying down and land
Okay.
in the snow.
Is anyone near?
There's people everywhere. There's cannonballs going off. There's bodies of people that are falling out of ships. There's the guy with the fruit cart.
Yeah. Capture the gauntlet.
So it is on the ground. It will need somebody to go get it.
What if Kaa'Riin turns into a spider and then Spidey webs it and back?
Yes.
Probably could just
I'll
walk
do
over
it.
and pick it up though.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's just, I mean,
I'll just do that.
Sorry, I keep thinking we're like,
just like, what's the most
action-packed.
advanced things I could do right now? I'm just like, oh, I'll just turn into a
Is your mage
spider,
hand
I
a bonus
guess.
action? Because you could.
Yeah, she can mage hand it.
Grab it.
it is a bonus action.
Is it actually, or are you just saying that?
Sometimes you just say things.
Did we all listen to the part where you correct yourself?
Yeah.
It would have been awesome, but no. Loot hasn't had a chance to do anything heroic right, today. I'm going to let Loot, who is riding on a bear, do that cool thing. Oh, you know that thing they do when they ride horses and they lean down without getting off the horse and swoop something
Yes,
up?
I love that. Can these little arms reach that up from so up high on a horse?
On a bear, he's on the U-bear.
Oh, the
so he's
bear.
low. If he was on a horse, yes, I'd say it'd be a struggle. But this is the thing where you swoop down to the side
No, I got it.
and reach out and
Yeah,
grab
like
it.
you actually tip yourself off. You're not swooping. Like
Yeah,
you're
and then
tipping
you pull
yourself
yourself
and
back
pull
up.
Yeah, and I reckon he'd have good core strength.
Well, I've rolled a 17, so
He did it.
he actually
did
has
it
good dexterity. He did it, and he looked good
And his ears
doing
were
it.
flowing behind him.
He felt good doing it. Everything went right, and this whole sequence where I thought I'd make it more terrifying and everything like that is just going entirely in your favor. Loot now has the gauntlet.
Yes, Loot.
And Loot's like, I had it to start with. I could have just kept it the whole time and been in control. Why was I just giving it to you guys? I could have just been in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loot now controls the ships.
Yes.
But he hasn't had time to actually tell it what to do yet.
Yes, he does.
No.
I don't think you understand how this game works.
I think that was an amazing move that Loot just pulled off in the first place.
It was amazing.
They are shooting. You have to, let's see how many you have to dodge. And if I roll low again on this, I'm probably going to snap. I should have, you know what? I did actually do well enough before with my pun, and that should have been where I cut the episode. 12. That's a 12. You're going to need, I got my table, so I need 12 people who are going to be hit by cannonballs before Loot can turn it off.
All right, I volunteer as tribute. I haven't even been scratched.
That's true. Who else?
Freya's mum again. I don't think she's been touched yet.
2 bears.
Yeah. Being of many eyes hasn't been hit yet.
Yep.
How many what's Alan got?
He's still at 30 something.
Yeah, go Alan.
Throw him in there.
Throw me down again.
Chuck me in.
You have 4 to go.
Let's play the fates. Throw me in.
No. Morrigan, no. You're
Not
just,
even once?
Because knowing our luck, that will align with like a 19 or something,
Yeah,
and
okay,
I just
okay.
can't
Never
risk
mind.
that for you.
Never mind.
Am I crossing it off?
Cross it off.
carry to me.
She's not to be touched.
Okay.
Throw another 2 bears in.
2 to go.
Throw a Neko in there.
Oh, a Neko. I forgot about her. What's she been doing?
Just riding.
The
looking good.
sword. And looking good while doing it.
Yeah, we forgot about her. Throw her in twice.
Yeah. I don't think she's been touched at all. She's been sitting pretty quite literally.
All right, here's what happens. Kaa'Riin, what's your armor class?
13.
You got hit
Okay.
and took 13 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm down to 30.
Okay. Freya's mum does not get hit. That's an 11. That was
Nice.
easy to beat. Ubear 1 does not get hit. That's a 6. Ubear 2 does not get hit. That's an 8. The Being of Many Eyes, that's a 13, does not get hit. Alan, however, got put down next to a 19. That was nearly a crit. And we'll take 8 more points of damage.
So he's what, 29 now?
Kaa'Riin, you didn't get hit. Freya, you didn't get hit. How you dodge these, I do not know. Uber number 3 gets hit.
Oh, no.
But only 8 points of damage, so
Okay.
Uber 3 is mostly pretty good. Uber 4 misses.
Yes.
Just.
Oof.
The last 2 are both Aneko. And that's 2 hits. And the last one actually was a crit, so that's 3 hits. Yeah, it's not good. Unless I roll like that, that's a 4. That's a 19. It's 23 points of damage and the crit. That's 43 points.
Okay, and she's got 51. So she's okay. She's hurt.
She got hit for 13 earlier.
So she's dead. She's at death save anyway.
She's down to 0.
Yeah.
Death saves for Aneko. Having been hit by 4 cannonballs today. I mean, not directly. Explosions around you, that sort of stuff.
To be fair, I totally forgot she got hit earlier. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put it down twice.
Yeah, that's my bad too.
So
Yeah, I thought she hadn't been hit.
When the one you changed was Morrigan, that would have hit. That was a
Yeah, I
17
did pay
next
attention to that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a 17.
Yeah, and I can't reset.
That would have been a big one too. But Aneko is flung from her Uber and slides across the snow into a building with a thud. Dutch floated, by himself, through an ocean without light. Darkness, quiet, calm, but not alone. Between the places of the living and the dead, a piece of the void makes do as a doorway, or portal. It is quite difficult to describe to the living, but the dead have an unspoken understanding of what it means. From a single point, golden lines streak out through the pockets of the void, some curve, some wind, some spiral, but they all find home. A living being tethered to all things. Dutch imagined the people he loved, and their lines of gold spun toward him. Just one, he asked the night, but no reply came. Then I'll take 2, he said. The first was a streak of passion and fire, insomuch as such a thing can be. It looked exactly the same as all the other links, but he knew it was hers immediately. He decided not to speak. He just waited until he saw her eyes. He let the warmth between them whisper instead. When it looked as though she would step right through to him, he let go and said, "Not yet, my love. Not yet." And Aneko slid back to her world. The line to Lute, though, was strong. He knew Lute would want words, hundreds of them, thousands even. Advice, guidance, confidence, impossible guarantees, affirmation, promises. But only one word made sense to him now. He was surprised it was not love, but then that was already guaranteed. Instead, he just let the word drift between them. Hope.
I think you're on mute.
Workday's starting to sound the same.
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Hey, Fidelity. What's it cost to invest with the Fidelity app?
Start with as little as $1 with no account fees or trade commissions on U.S. stocks and ETFs.
That's music to my ears.
I can only talk.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Sell order assessment fee not included. A limited number of ETFs are subject to a transaction-based service fee of $100. See full list at fidelity.com/commissions. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
It is Bellereth next. And Bellereth is... I don't even know how Bellereth can be more furious. He's a beast of fury at this stage and flinging through the air and is turning towards Freya's mother again.
Why is he so obsessed with her?
She's got the solar stone.
She has the stone.
After all that.
Shouldn't have given it back.
He's swooping down towards her, trying to figure out how to get this solar stone. All Bellereth is interested in, and is tearing towards your mother again.
Yep.
And then in the sky, you hear a scream of some sort, or an animal, and wings, and flying directly through the ships. And I mean through them, because those things are souls, flying through them, almost turning them to mist as it does so.
A dragon.
Is Draco Bear.
Heaps
And
better than a dragon.
not just one, though. You do recognize Kaa'Riin straight away. And then you see Kaa'Riin's family is also coming straight through the soul ships.
Are they different sizes? Like, are they baby bears?
Well, Kaa'Riin was a little one.
Oh, that's right.
Kaa'Riin's little.
Oh,
These
wow.
other things are huge, as big as the dragon from before. And there's easily 15 or so of these Draco Bears, and they're all flying straight through towards you. One of them seems to be looking down at Kaa'Riin.
I'm waving very enthusiastically.
and
You know,
seems to
like
give you a bit of
Forrest
a
Gump
wink.
on the boat?
And seems to recognize you. I think Kaa'Riin's told a few stories, and so you get a bit of a wink from this Draco
Huge
Bear.
fan.
But they don't attack straight away because they're sizing up the battlefield.
Yep.
All
Fair.
right?
Strategic.
And one of them calls out, "Who is the enemy here?"
And I point at Bellereth and I'm like, he is, it's him over there. Get him! Get him, Draco Bears!
And they do.
Yay!
So they swing around in large numbers and start hitting Bellereth. And I must admit, I did not really anticipate that this would happen, but because of Freya's massive hit before, Bellereth's in trouble. And of all the things that I thought would happen, none of them were that there would be an extra space in the Pantheon, because Bellereth might die.
Oh, yes.
I had no thoughts about that at all, and I'm like,
We're all
No, that's not
gods
good.
now.
I know, but I mean, you can't just keep making gods. You've only got
Yes,
enough
I can.
to make. Well, okay. First of all, let's find out whether this is actually what happens. But they're all ripping towards Bellereth and taking turns to just attack. And I can't, even Kaa'Riin's having a go.
Yes, Akari, my sweet baby.
Well, Kaa'Riin misses, so that was disappointing. But
Akari tried his best.
and the mother says, "This is how you do it." Also misses. Would anybody else like to roll some of these?
No.
Yeah,
You're
I'll
doing
have a
great,
roll.
sweetie.
It's not going well. Well, they both rolled less than 10, but they are pretty. Kaa'Riin was a bit lower, but they do have +5 to this attack.
Okay.
It's swooping in and swooping away really quickly. 2 have missed. 3 have missed. 4th one crits.
Thank God. It's getting embarrassing.
Hey! The 5th one quits.
Yay!
Sorry, the 5th one
It quits. It quits.
This one has a lisp, and do not disrespect that.
I actually
He says,
love
"Oh, no,
speech impediments.
that makes him a Dwaco bear." That's kind of cute, isn't it?
It is cute. Dwaco.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like what a
He's a little
toddler
bit-
can't say.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he did crit, so that's pretty awesome. 2 crits in a row, and they're the only 2 hits I've got so far. Okay, so the other rolls, there's 2 7s in a row, 2 more 3 7s in a row. Is that some sort of... Anyway, they all miss.
Pew, pew, pew.
Not going well. I got some good crits in there for a second. That is a hit. Bellereth might actually survive because of me.
I'm just applauding in the background in encouragement. Like, I don't want him to feel bad. I was like, good job, yay!
Here I was like predicting the death of a god. And not so much. Damage time. Oh, I'm rolling well on the damage though. That's 29 so far. Holy crap.
What are we at now?
That's 39.
Die, bitch. Die.
Die.
I haven't got the 2 crits yet. 48.
From D6s. That's
I
great.
know. It's insane. I rolled mostly 6s.
Yahtzee.
72 points of damage. They made up for it in the hits. Bellereth is not dead though.
Holy shit. We need to get some of that god health,
They do start very high, as you would expect.
because that would have killed me.
We're back to you, lovely murderers.
Yay! And what's the state of Bellereth?
Shaky.
Is my lightning still
Thin.
going? I haven't had a chance to use it. I've just been sitting here waiting my turn.
Yeah, your lightning's ready.
All right. Zap, zap.
Beautiful, beautiful. The way you put it with the words.
It's dexterity.
Yeah.
14 they have to beat, but only half damage.
All right. Well, they're taking half damage. It's a
Okay.
16 plus Dex. How much damage? Because it will matter.
Okay. 15 points of damage.
It doesn't look as amazing this time. It's certainly not from Bellereth's perspective when the lightning hits and goes right through their wings and everything like that. This time it looks painful. There are parts of Bellereth flinging aside, being particleized in the sky as you watch. Who else would like to finish Bellereth off? It's getting real close.
Can Loot redirect all of the ships to fire on her?
Yes.
At the end of your turns, I would say that might be the last straw, yes.
Come on, let Loot have the victory.
You can just sit back and let that happen.
Yeah.
You want to wait for Loot and see if the cannons hit?
And I don't have any more spell slots
So
left.
can he go first, please?
Yeah.
All right, this is how many cannons managed to hit. That's a 3. All 3 hits will miss because I have the last 3 numbers I had on that table are 11, 3, and 1.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Unfortunately, the cannonballs do not finish off Bellereth.
Fireball.
Fireball.
All right, hit me with it.
And it's like, you know, when you try to open a jar and then someone else opens the jar and you're like, but I loosened it. Like, Loot really lined it up for us.
Yeah.
Dex 16.
And I failed miserably on that one.
Yay!
Take the full impact.
Damage.
What'd you get?
29.
Nice.
Bellereth lives.
Ah.
But now.
Aye, what do you got?
It's almost transparent.
Frey, what do you got?
I've got nothing left.
Just something, anything.
Your
Just keep
sword.
going. I was going to say, what else sword? Deception.
But am I that close?
But I mean, you got your bow and arrow.
Oh, true. All right, I'll use a bow and arrow.
While riding on the bear, that does actually.
It does actually look good.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Advantage for coolness.
Oh, that is fucking cool.
I mean, you've just done extraordinarily
so
well.
hot.
So please turn around and say, "Watch this one more time" to Mum, and just drop short.
17.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's a good roll.
That is good.
Okay, that'll hit.
Thank you.
Roll some damage. You could be finishing off a god right now.
With an arrow. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. And then the arrow goes into a museum and everyone like, oh my God, that's the arrow. And the arrow has some kind of magical power, becomes a card.
Becomes a special thing that we give to another person in the future. Could happen.
1d6 plus 4. 6.
Plus 4.
6.
Oh, no, total 6.
Yeah.
Bellereth had 11 hit points left. And so you still have not managed to destroy Bellereth.
So the arrow is not going to be a thing.
No.
Museums are closing in the future as we speak. They're like, all right, it didn't happen. Shut it
The
down.
arrow wasn't that good, was it?
Well,
but it's
it
still
could have
pretty
been.
good. It's almost halfway to done.
Yeah.
1d6 plus 4. I wouldn't have even made. I would have only got to 10. There would have been 1 hit point left.
Yeah, well, luckily your mum's here.
It sounded like a teenager going, "Your mum," like real smart ass. Luckily, your mum.
Almost. I'm just checking out what she can throw. I can't believe Bellereth is not going to make it.
Yeah, that kind of introduces another problem.
Yeah,
but also,
It is, yeah. I was like,
does this mean we need a new death god?
oh no, this bad news.
Bad news. Look, if we can kill one god, we can kill another. Let's overthrow the god system.
I think we just go step. I say we kill another god, make 3 spaces. All of us just descend as gods. Game over. That's how our story ends.
And then we become the narrators of the next series because we're watching over our world.
Yes.
And we get to do the poems.
Love it.
You still have to write them, Cory.
Yeah, we just get to read them.
I was like, I'm looking forward to hearing someone's work.
New.
Recognizing just how bad a shape Bellereth is in, your mum turns around on the bear, so she's now riding backwards. Because that's cool.
That is cool.
She just had to one-up her daughter.
Pretty much. Grabs her axe and hoists it over her head and just throws it through the air. It's spinning through the air towards Bellereth. She says, "Watch this."
Oh no.
And the axe goes flying off in the distance. Yeah, I missed.
Does she have the boomerang thing?
No, she
just
doesn't.
lost all
And
of
me
her.
being a supportive daughter says, "Mum, it's okay. We don't always hit."
I look over
Yes.
and I'm like, oh, that's where she gets it.
She's like, "Oh man," and she's like already doing the little symbol with her hands to make the bear swing around and go back for the axe. We gotta go back. Get my axe.
Apple does not fall far from that tree.
So embarrassing. Ugh. And then someone who we have not really had to do anything so far,
Alan.
Alan.
Yes, Alan.
Can you imagine if Alan is the one to...
Oh, I'd love that.
Alan isn't really a violent man.
Tell that to the 5 guns he's been firing at people.
Yeah, but he's not. Because the first thing he thinks of is Captain and Echo.
Oh.
And so he flies, he steers over to
Shit,
her.
no one went back for her.
I forgot.
So.
That's what Alan's for.
Alan should be a god.
Alan's actually been pretty good at medicine checks in the past. And he successfully stabilizes her with an 18. Well done, Alan.
Alan,
Nice work.
Oh, I'm so glad he did that.
Lute does have the ability to do,
So he's going to heal her.
something. He could do that if he wanted to, but she is stabilized, so she's back. She won't die, so she'll be okay. But Lute's trying to think about whether or not he could do anything about Bellereth. And he's already used his spells that do that. So
He's going to turn to the gauntlet.
he's already pressed the buttons on the gauntlet. He can't make them attack twice in the same turn. He already did that.
Yeah, that's the part.
So that was the first thing, was that I did allow him to change
He throws a
that.
rock.
Yes, he throws
Surely
a
that-
rock.
Can you imagine how embarrassing it would be to be taken down by a rock?
Yeah.
That's like Morrigan level
He's picked up-
embarrassing
It's
deaths.
just a snowball at this stage.
Huh.
I don't think a rock would kill Bellereth.
You don't know
we are
that. Depends
talking.
how much damage the rock does.
All right, let's look that up just so you can
What
find
does he
out.
have?
5th edition.
It's got to do more than me, because my punches are literally 0 damage. So surely it's got to be more. Like, it's a projectile.
If it's a small one, it's a 1d4. If it's a larger one, it's a 1d6.
It's better than my 0.
Lute throws a large rock.
Okay. Okay. Because if you get a 6, that's this god down.
Well, he's got to hit with it first. And I rolled an 18.
So he hit.
So he does hit with the rock.
If you get please get a 6. Please get a 6. I'm begging you.
Oh, come and have a look. Take a photo. Take a photo. Take a photo.
So we're going to say what the number is?
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Lute reaches down, riding. I know, right? Reaches down, riding, scoops up a apparently larger rock because a smaller one wouldn't be enough. And I probably should have given him slightly, disadvantage or something from the back of this, but it's Lute, so no, he doesn't. He turns and launches a rock towards a god and hits.
That way you loosened for him.
whose jar has been loosened. His lid has been loosened. And he rolled and he got a 6.
Yes!
Wait. And because he threw a rock, he yells out, "Let's rock!"
And then
That's so good.
because it's his kill, he gets to describe the death. So you're going to have to bring Coop down.
Coop will
do
have to
that.
come down.
Yeah.
Everybody who's listening right now, it'll be hopefully right now
Goosebumps.
cut.
Check this.
This has been a bomb episode.
This
We
episode has
weren't
been
meant to
absolute
kill Bellereth.
bomb. Yeah,
I was like,
we
we won't kill
did.
Bellereth.
Nothing ever goes to plan, Cory.
I know.
We
I say we follow
did.
through. Let's just kill all the gods.
Yeah.
It could be a nice world.
All the gods. No more gods.
Wow, we killed Bellereth? That doesn't feel real.
It really
sure?
doesn't to me. I wrote down so many hit points for
With
Bellereth.
a rock.
With a rock.
And also like the damage that Freya did before. But also
the rock.
the finishing with a rock is very good.
That's wild. Look, Bellereth's body almost... Look, there's a shockwave that emanates from Bellereth when Bellereth implodes at first. All the particles that were fading away now suck all the way back in and blast across everybody.
Cool. Nice.
Or even in the sky with the Draco bears, they get blasted for a second, so they look like they're just flying along and they hit the shockwave and then fling back for a moment. Everyone who's on the ground gets knocked to the ground. The ships even move. And then Bellereth is gone. And you are in the village.
Can we have a rest?
Oh, let's have a rest.
And from the forest behind you, the water is rising.
Oh, that thing.
And the army of Ungulok is forming at the edge
Hold on.
of the forest.
Okay, yeah, that's fucked up. But also, so if we now have the 2 places for the gods,
Yep.
can we both honour our deal and make someone else a god?
That would depend upon whether or not you have enough soul power. You didn't capture Bellereth's soul into anything.
Oh, that was an underside.
Was that an option?
Kinda. I have to say, look, as easy as it is to take souls, because it kind of is, it also isn't. Just because you get to do it doesn't mean there aren't consequences.
New plan. We'll defeat Ungulok, but before we kill him, we'll take his soul.
Yes. And then use that to power the other one.
Uh-huh.
Wow, didn't we get cocky because we managed to knock off one god?
Really? I think we've killed gods before. Didn't we kill that wind god?
No, they were demigods. Much weaker.
Oh, well.
And also, no, you didn't kill that one.
Okay, good to know.
It's
Now I
still
know.
out there.
Still, now we know what's possible. Okay, sorry, we're running. It's fine.
We're
We're
running
running.
away.
Yeah. Straight into the hole.
Into the hole.
The only reason we fought was because, she wouldn't let us run.
You can now see that water coming through. It's not incredibly quick. It's like when the tide comes in. Now, this area would never normally have had water, so this water is definitely being pushed up further. This is how Ungulok is coming towards you.
Yeah.
Than the land and his army.
All right, and we're all going to jump back on the U-Bears and dash.
You could take the Draco bears at this stage.
We're going to jump on the Draco Bears and dash.
That's
Dash.
cool. You're flying.
Yes.
Now we're flying.
Now we're in the air.
Indy's like, I'm staying on the bed down here. All right. My assumption, of course, is you're going towards that hole.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Yeah, we're in.
From the Draco Bears, you can actually see 2 holes in the mountains, which would give you the opportunity to choose how to get in there. Previously, Stucker took you through other sections and he saved you from spiders, and then you crawled up through the spider hole, which Freya enjoyed. But in another episode, you kicked down some pylons and made the cavern collapse a little bit, which brought in light and made it harder for the spiders to live.
Yeah.
So those are you've got 2 holes to choose from, and you can see them rather clearly from the Draco Bear.
Soul hole.
Soul hole.
And we had a problem with axe hole, but soul hole's fine.
Yeah. Yep. Holes for the soul.
It's too small, though, for the Draco Bears to come through.
Okay.
You do have everybody with you, and it's up to you who you want to bring in. I mean, everybody we've talked about.
An echo.
An echo is on 1 hit point.
So I'll heal her.
You can do that.
Yep.
You might want to think about your strategy before you go into this place.
All right, so I'm going to heal an echo first.
All right.
And I'm going to use healing word for that.
Oh, okay. Yep, good.
Because I think that restores her to full strength.
Don't think so.
But I want it to.
Yeah, so you have to roll for that to see how many hit points you get back.
Did we have a rest?
You are absolutely not going to be able to rest. The water was coming through behind you. Need I say more?
Okay.
I plan not to.
No resting, so I'm going to...
I got no spells then.
Yep. How many hit points does Echo get back?
14.
Who do you want to go into the chamber?
Us 3. An echo. Alan.
Mum?
Okay.
And Mum.
And Loot. We don't want to leave Loot.
Oh.
I'd probably prefer to leave Loot with the protection of the Draco Bears.
Yeah, but is anyone else thinking that he might make a good candidate for godhood?
No.
You saw how aggressive he was before when he killed that god with a rock.
I don't know how welcome he'll be there.
That's deadly.
But he's also like, he's a healer.
And he's kind.
And it makes a great origin story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a god, and then when they find out, like, oh, he killed, you know what I mean? Like, this whole thing. And then
he did kill an evil god.
Killed an evil god with a rock, and it was like a whole thing, and now he's a god, and that's kind of cool. And then maybe...
That could be cool.
Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot. Or, and maybe Darkon could be the other god. Oh, no, they've torn apart.
He's dead.
Dead.
It's a better choice than us.
He could do better.
Than us. Oh, God, yeah.
He
Anyone could.
The world.
Yeah, we are terrible heroes.
Yeah.
I agree. Let's got him.
All right, so the only one you're leaving behind is the being.
Well, that just seems unfair.
Yeah, I know.
With the Draco Bears.
He can plug the hole if he wants.
He'd love it.
He's nearly big enough to plug the hole.
Yeah, let's let him to plug the hole.
All right, the being stays.
He's going to watch out. He's the lookout because he's got so many eyes.
Oh, yes. And I can see through my eye patch.
You can.
Fuck, yes.
No, it's the other way around.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He knows if we're in danger.
Can we leave the gauntlet with like a Kaa'Riin or someone so that they have the ships as well as defense up there?
I don't think they could fit the gauntlet on, no. And the being doesn't have hands. Not like that anyway.
Well, should I leave my mum up here to use the gauntlet with the ships?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right,
Or do we need to see them? Like, can we just say, ships, defend this hole?
You could probably tell them to do that before you left.
Yeah, defend this whole hole.
Okay, yeah.
Anything else you want to do with your strategy?
Do we want
things you'd like to set up for? I'm just saying, maybe you know something's going to happen downstairs.
Should we
surely.
put everyone up in the flying ships? I can put everyone in there so they've got advantage of looking around and seeing everything.
Oh, like the bears.
And then they have, and then they've got weapons at hand. Like they are weapons, but isn't the army out like ours now? Like there should still be army members left.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so they're in our control now. So if we leave Freya's mum in charge of everyone and everything, because she's smart.
Yeah. And
leave them up on the ships.
The being of many eyes is a form of communication because...
So that includes Alan as well. Alan on the ship now. Okay, cool.
Put Alan on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
An Echo and Loot.
Aerial defense.
They're coming with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are we going to get into the hole?
Yeah, it's a good
Because
question.
I've got no feather fall left.
Rope.
Ropes.
Oh, we always
You do
rope.
always have rope.
I can also be a spider and go on down.
True.
You do have, how many wild shapes you got left?
1.
Mate,
because we got that like a massive amount of rope from that statue.
All right, let's rope it down.
All right.
Let's not waste a wild shape on getting down a hole.
Yeah,
we can
true.
surely do that. So can we just revisit the plan quickly just so I've got it? All right. We have left everyone up in the ships. And everyone means Freya's mum, Alan, being of many eyes who can see us and therefore communicate with them. So they're going to know if we're in trouble.
Yep.
Okay. The Draco Bears plus the entire army of those ships, anyone surviving, with those weapons. So we're well defended at the hull.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel good about that.
Can we maybe just do a cursory...
What are we going to do when we get in there?
Perception? Can we look through the soul hole and see what we're going into?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
6 plus 6, 12.
15.
9.
Probably only Morrigan can have a reasonable look around, and it's a big area. Lots of people in there. You can see Stucco and Thusser. You can see the door that they're in front of, the giant mystical door that protects the soul people, or the souls that Kaa'Riin's people have become. You see some of the children of the night are walking around, but you don't see many of them. You can also see Thine.
Oh.
You can see Thine's wife, Castier.
Helen Mirren.
And
yes.
And she is on one of the lily pads, and you might remember that this chamber had a lot of water, and beneath that water were skulls, but there were 6 lily pads leaning across, and there were pillars that held this roof up, one of which you knocked down to create this hole, of course, as a snake with boobs.
Snake with tits, we prefer.
And...
You won't say it, will you?
No.
Because it's too much, isn't it?
It's a lot.
It's too sexualized, isn't it?
It is.
What? Like boobs are like boobs. You won't say snake
Boobs I
with
can get
tits.
away with, but the other ones...
Titties.
Yeah. Titties.
You guys, though.
100%.
Castier is... Jorda's even there. Jorda's down there. But Castier is on a lily pad. And behind that, you see our good friend, the Minty Bitch, holding a knife to Castier's neck.
I am really glad I looked first, hey?
Yeah.
So glad you looked first.
And that's where we end this episode.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
I wasn't going to end there either.
And I'm hungry.
I just
that
decided.
was a good one.
But also, food's arriving, so...
Don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending. It happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?